pump it into them, like.
Yeah, we
I
could.
wouldn't let you do that, but you could punch someone and then use their own hands. But welcome to Roll for Initiative presents Icewind Dale, Rime of the Frostmaiden, episode session 6. We're down to Loki today because it's New Year's Day and he has stuff to do, and that's
He
fine.
can't read.
Nice.
He hates us.
Listen.
Why doesn't he love us anymore?
Whatever.
What did we do wrong?
He's just like my father.
So only two people can get inspiration. So I'll let Jeremy choose odds or evens.
Odds.
Alright, Jeremy, tell everyone what happened last time.
Alright, so last session, we managed to get to a mountain to look for someone's husband, because I'm fantastic at taking notes and remember people's names. Then when we got up the mountain, we found the husband. Not before we, half of us fell into a massive snowbank. And then we went up and found some yetis, some familiar people to Zekal. Reckon we managed to avoid an entire encounter with that. Found the rest of the party at the summit of the mountain, dead, and then came back. And we leveled up.
Yeah, that's what happened, other than you guys were going to go and maybe investigate the castle and then ultimately chose, no, I'm not going to do that. So, that's what happened. Oh, I didn't pick the other things for him. You know what, he can do that, I don't care. Here we are. So, yeah, you guys have taken the night. You get your inspiration, by the way. You guys have taken the rest over at their house. Mr. and Mr. Not Tourmaline. One second. I've got 15,000 notes on this book. None of them
all I know is
correct.
I'm looking at the combat tracker and
Garrett?
I see Garrett Belrun.
Yeah, Garrett and the other guy, which I will get to in a second while I get rid of everything. Perilou has gone off and stayed at the inn there. Boy has also stayed there. It's the 5 of you. Let me quickly get the note because it's going to annoy me if I don't say his name. They're in Targos.
I mean, I can read out what I know if you want. Might help, but...
His name is Keegan. Yes.
Keegan, yeah.
Keegan and Garrett. Alright, so you've taken the night off, you've all woken up, you've had some breakfast with them, and you've made your way outside of their place, and of deciding on what to do now.
Do you guys have any idea what's next?
Well...
There was like the water monster, right? In place to the left that I can't remember the name of.
Let me get the map up. I need for where we
Yeah,
are again.
would you the same? Icewind Dale.
All that rats. Leave it that. One day I'll remember this.
Was it
I think we're in
Bremen?
Targos.
You're in
Bremen
Targos,
was
so-
where the water monsters were, right?
That's a monster lead we have, yes.
Yeah. Oh, Cass wants to study the ground.
I don't even remember that conversation.
I don't think you're part of it.
That makes sense.
I don't even know where we
Oh,
got
yeah, I
the
think
info.
we're at work. Okay.
I'm always at work.
Well, there is that lead on monsters we have, because I can't remember which one of us actually found that info originally.
I think we just found it when walking around Tigris or Tourmaline.
Yeah. Or we could head back and deliver that letter and try and figure out the other thing. Like the potential dead listener.
Oh, right.
Speaker. Speaker.
He can listen too.
Yes, but this isn't Skyrim. And I'm pretty sure he doesn't have a deranged clown dragging around a corpse.
Good old Cicero.
I actually like Cicero.
You guys lead, I'll follow. You guys can make the decisions.
Okay. kiss. That is a cold wet nose.
Well, can we really leave that kid hanging?
He seemed fine.
Didn't seem
He,
to
he
really
gets
play that
paid
well.
now.
Yeah, it's fair. Honestly, he's probably getting paid better than some people here.
Depression noises.
Speaking of paid, do we get paid from them?
Yes, you got item items and trading and get actual money.
Cool.
I got
I've got
fancy
little
blue
flat-
boots.
Do any of us have a map?
New.
I got a fox.
Okay, we don't have a map, so there'd be snow on the ground, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm just gonna pick up a
Really?
random stick
Mm-hmm.
and start mapping out what I remember. So we could head to Bremen. There might be a lead there that we could get more info on and potentially do.
Roll me a history check.
Oh.
Yeah, I genuinely don't know who.
No, I'm just okay. You got a basic map. The positions of the towns aren't super accurate, but they're relative to where you know they are.
I know which direction of road we have to follow potentially.
That's not where that town goes. Move it over.
I hold out
no,
my
little
map
bit.
that I have, that I
You have it?
drew.
Oh no.
I just asked if anyone had a map.
Yeah, he just
It is-
drew it.
It is literally just like 2 circles with a dotted line to the next one of where you found me.
Fair enough. Anyway, everyone agreed on Bremen then?
Yeah, worst comes to worst,
Yep.
we can come back
Yeah.
through.
And, you know, on the way back, maybe we'll let Rune come say hi to Boy again.
Oh, would you?
If we live. Well,
That's concerning.
let's get going. Sana, you coming with us still?
Yes.
To Bremen we go.
I'm so glad we found Sana.
Yeah, he's coming clutch.
He's just a good boy.
And how long of travel would this be?
Uh,
so
from
maybe an hour?
Tagus to Bremen is
I guess be
3
2.5 hours.
hours.
Bremen?
There's no road there. You have to sort of
Oh, I
wander
see, yeah.
your way.
You get
there.
to the end of a path and it's...
Yeah.
Yeah. We know the direction.
Wait, do we have to cross the river then?
Not really.
Probably frozen over.
That is true.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
I'd
a
get
frozen
whatever,
lake.
fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it
so-
frozen enough to support Goliath?
I will
Right.
go first.
I mean, considering how little water there'd be here, it'd be very easy for it to freeze right to the core.
I mean, just let Rune go. Rune will be absolutely fine going over that. She's light. She's small.
Yeah, just getting the rest of the big people over.
Yeah, so let the light people go first, then get
So
the big
you don't
people
have to. You
over.
don't have to worry
And
about
tie
it
ropes
breaking.
to them so we can drag them if they fall.
And drag them across the bottom of the water.
Yeah, it'll be fine. Or just follow Rune's footsteps exactly.
I mean,
that'll
does the weird
that'll work.
Okay.
thing in the sky that talks to us occasionally have any insight here?
About.
Do we make it to Bremen?
Everyone roll me a survival check.
Uh-oh.
And
Oh,
do
that's
that.
interesting.
Fuck is survival myth list?
Ha.
Second, just gonna do one more.
I have a fucking negative.
Okay.
You're distracted.
It takes you the full 3 hours. You don't really, nothing bad happens to you on your way, but you don't have the mind to, like map out. You don't really know it's dangerous in this area. None of you have really traveled over frozen water, so you're trying to be very careful when you get there, and you spend a lot of time making up the like, is this safe to cross? Yes or no, like questionnaire. But ultimately, you make it there within 3.5 hours to get to Bremen. So it's roughly, I want to say, maybe 10 a.m.-ish? 10 a.m., 10:30?
Next question, do we have a map?
Do you have a... yes, you do. A Bremen? Let me get that.
Sorry,
It's
let me
called
reword that.
Icewind Dale Rime of the Maps.
Out of character, do we have a map?
One sec.
Yo, we should have
Yeah.
gone where we were at. Should have bought a
The
map.
map. The map. The
Hey,
map.
maybe we can buy
the
one in
map.
Bremen.
Yeah, I doubt it. If there's no road there.
You never know.
Well, clearly no, we just need to go to Dugan's Hole and buy a map there, because I definitely have maps there and sell them to us. Well, at least maybe me.
Yeah. Okay,
That's
Bremen
You
has a
would
map.
come from the south part. It's probably the easiest way you would have crossed. Is like you would have come somewhere in the south.
Is Bremen's water frozen over?
Yeah.
By the looks of it, yes.
It looks it on the big map.
Actually, let me.
Are you wondering what that little shack on the bit of island is?
Guarantee before all this got frozen over, he was like, yeah, I'm getting my own land. I'm going to have no one else here, and now I'm going to just walk across the water.
That's it. No more telemarketers.
Okay,
living in the middle of the
time
river.
Time to play the game of important building guessing. Anyone else want to join in? I draw a
The one
circle.
at the
One
top.
directly above.
That
I
top
don't know.
one,
I don't know
that
how to
top
see
it.
one
Yeah, the
by
top
itself on
one.
a hill, I'm thinking that might be a speaker's house or somebody's fancy house.
I'm gonna just circle the ones I think might be important.
Oh, no, that's not how you circle.
And I'm gonna put a square around this one because I'm just
That
not
one.
sure.
I'll have you know it's technically a oh, now it's not a diamond. Sad.
That one.
Is
I mean,
that better?
it's just how you look
Yeah.
at it. Like, you know, you tilt your head, it's a square.
Oh, it's
Tilt
fine.
it a bit more, it's a diamond again.
You know,
Tilt it a little bit
I'd be
more.
willing to set up a betting site just for this.
I will bet. Hang on, what do I have?
Probably more than me, honestly.
I will
Uh,
bet one silver piece.
The closer you guys got to Bremen, the more slushy the water has become. It's a mixture of like there are ice chunks, but there's not really. It's not super solid. So you crossed at a more solid point and then made your way up.
Is this because it's like
I don't
closer
need
to the
solid
edge
ice.
of like the realm?
Sort of, but not really. It's just like this. Just I think the river is too strong to actually keep it
That's impressive.
to keep it
Do we see
frozen.
any salmon?
There can be salmon if you look for it.
Okay, good to know.
So which house are you going to first?
Well, we were trying to figure out which buildings are important, so
Yeah,
yeah.
which one are you going to first?
I mean, are the guards in this place or?
There's not really a major road for anyone to really guard, so not really.
Okay.
Is there a person that presumably looks speakable nearby?
Roll for perception check.
We're looking for an exclamation mark above someone's head.
Do I hallucinate any exclamation marks, AJ?
No, you don't. You look around.
Okay.
There seems to be a variety of people moving to a whole bunch of places, but there isn't really anyone specific that's
Can we just start like moving into this more center of town and then look for anyone that might be in armor or
A
anything like
guard,
that?
anything.
Yeah, go for it. Roll me another perception check.
Oh, can I assist them looking around?
Sure.
Okay, there's even less exclamation marks now.
Roll again.
Don't know how that's possible.
You get advantage.
Well,
Huh? Nice, give the advantage to someone else. I was rolling for myself.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay. I'm just-
I'll put my hand up. I'll have a look around.
I'm just busy
ma-
looking for things.
May I have a look around?
Yeah, go for it.
Nice.
You walk around. You spot someone in armor. Somewhere in armor around the purple circle in the middle.
Oh,
Oh, you want silver? I whistle at the guard and I like push Ardax in that direction
why me?
You're the
because
people
I'm not
person.
talking to this. You're the people person.
We really need
Yeah,
to
we're
we
just
really
this
need to start
was shoving
bribing
our
Jensen
necks.
more.
Yeah,
Excuse
I know.
me, sir.
Hmm?
We're honestly we've never been to Bremen. We're kind of looking to see if you guys have a speaker or just someone who would maybe be able to answer some stuff for us.
Yeah, the speaker's He's inside. He's doing his meditation, but yeah, he's there.
I mean, we can come back in an hour or so if that's any easier for him.
He meditates all day. It's good for him to get distracted with things. You can
Sounds
go on
good.
in.
Okay. Well then, maybe we
I
speak to
smile.
the speaker.
Yeah, and he opens up the door. I'll show you what the heraldry looks like real quick.
Oh, God.
Everybody starts banging on walls. Wake up!
No, no,
I'm
no.
the embodiment of distraction.
I'm gonna, depending on if they actually react to us going in, we'll have to decide what I do.
Are you gonna blood curse them again?
No.
So the guards
I
have this
doubt.
shield on.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think cursing someone with binding would stop them moving if they're meditating.
Cast fit.
you cast it, but then meditate and then not move. Ha! See, it worked.
God damn it. Anyway, that's a nice shield.
You all go inside. He leads you up some stairs into the speaker's office, where you see a dwarf, a shield dwarf. He's sitting at this vacantly staring off as he's got his hands on his desk, as he's like in a very neat position. Is he?
They're sitting cross-legged on a chair.
No.
No? Okay. Just had to check.
Rune tucks an Ardax and just goes, "It's almost a bit creepy."
Ardax will. So just repeat that for me. So they're meditating, or they're sitting at their desk.
They're sitting at their desks and they're staring
Okay.
off.
So they're just all zoned out, I guess.
Yeah.
Ardax will approach the desk and give a brief bow before doing the clear throat noise of excuse us.
Oh, welcome.
Yeah, the guard let us in and said we could talk to you for a bit.
That's nice. What do you want to talk about?
I'm throwing the guard under the bus here. Well, you see, we just came from Targos?
Yep.
Yeah. We just came from Targos. We're trying to follow up a potential lead we may have found a while back. Something about a monster? God damn it, I've lost my own notes.
That doesn't bode well.
Yeah, apparently there was a monster lead here in Bremen, and we want to see, did you know anything about this?
I can't say that I have, laddie. Maybe check out the docks?
We'll be sure to in a bit, but I guess it wouldn't hurt while we're here to ask you anything we should check out while we're here in Bremen? Potentially a place to stay if we need to stay overnight?
There is an inn, Buried Treasures. It's a very nice inn. I recommend that place. And if you're looking for somewhere to eat, there's the Five Tavern Centre in the middle of town. There's 5 taverns there, each with a different style. And they're all good.
Did you say 5 taverns?
Yep.
One second, I just need to check something. Do I roll above a 10? Yes. Would it be possible that on our way in we would have seen the random island?
Yeah.
Is anyone living out on that, I guess, island?
Not that I remember. It might just be a storage place.
Just seems like good real estate. Anyway, appreciate the help.
No problem.
I turn to the others. Did any of you wish to ask the speaker anything?
Not really.
Not particularly, but for being a seeker for this place, doesn't seem to really know what's going on.
How much do you meditate each day?
Meditate?
Yeah, we all told you meditate all day.
All day then.
Oh.
I do not trust this individual now.
Yeah.
We'll be on our way. We'll go look around the taverns and docks.
As we leave, Rune's gonna say, maybe we talk more to the guard about problems Bremen's having.
Yeah. Jensen, you're good at talking, right? Jensen's nodding.
I can be, yeah.
I'm gonna send you if you want to help with the split up, and we'll go in 2 groups. Would you be able to go check out the possible accommodation for us tonight?
Sure, yeah.
We'll worry about the cost later, but just figure out about that. And we're gonna start with the garden, then maybe to head down to the docks.
Okay, yeah, I'll meet you there then.
All right, then. Thank you. Take Sana if you need backup.
Alright, him and Sana go off to the inn, which
Yes.
is...
I guess we reapproach the guard on the way
This
out.
is where he gets possessed by an evil demon beast.
That's the reason I
And
said
now we're
Sana.
gonna do this all over again.
Oh wait, if Sana gets possessed though,
I don't think Sana can be possessed.
you never know. I'm pretty sure Undead can technically be possessed still.
You as you walk out, you see the guard standing there.
So, excuse us again, sir.
Mm.
Not gonna lie, the speaker doesn't seem to entirely have his head screwed on.
That's rude. He's just.
I'm putting that
meditating.
politely. He doesn't
He
really
seems
seem
like a
to know. To put it a bit nicer, he doesn't really seem to know of much going on.
I mean, other than the monsters in the lake that's been there for a while, there hasn't really been anything new.
Yeah, that's what we asked him about, and he didn't know.
anything about it.
He's a busy man. What's new there to know? It's been happening for months now.
He
You
seemed
say he's
really
busy,
when
but
we
you
went
also
in
said
there.
he's been meditating all day.
He has been meditating all day.
Does
That
he
doesn't
have
sound busy,
anything
then.
else
Anyway.
apart from meditate?
That monster lead is actually kind of why we're here. What could you tell us about it instead?
A couple months, there's been some fishermen that whenever they come back, they've been attacked by something in the lake. And most of them have stopped going
So
out.
the fishermen might be best for us to ask.
Yeah.
Also, do you know anything about that house on the island? Or anything of what it is?
It's just a storage place on the lake. It's a hut if you're too far out in the middle of the night fishing. There's a place for you to rest there.
Okay. Well, that... Cool, I guess. Thank you for your time. And Ardax is just going to walk off towards the docks.
Ruin will follow?
I will also follow, but I'll just maintain eye contact with the guard as we walk away.
Once we're out of listening distance of the guard, I gotta be honest, people in this town don't really seem bothered at all by this bleed. Kind of curious how
To
we
be
heard
fair,
about it
we've
elsewhere
spoken
now.
to 2 people.
Yeah, but that's what I'm getting at. Like, the speaker didn't really acknowledge it. And the guard just seems to be ignoring it for the most part, like it's just an everyday occurrence. Are we maybe
mean,
just chasing a false lead?
It might be an everyday occurrence just because that's a thing. It doesn't change the fact. If they don't want to deal with it, they'll just leave and try and figure out a way around it.
If they don't want to deal with it, why do we have to deal with it? What are we going to get out of it? Isn't this normally a give and take situation? Isn't this how this works?
You know, let's just go see what the fishermen have to say if they want it dealt with and they're willing to offer a reward. aka maybe we extort them if it's going to end up like that.
Well, shouldn't we just help them anyway?
In most cases, Rune, but if we get to the docks and they don't seem injured, then there's not much point of us helping. They've clearly found a way to deal with it.
Monsters need to live too.
If
Like
it's not,
the Yetis.
if it's not
Yeah.
technically harming
What I'm
anyone.
getting at.
As you all approach the docks, the lake around the creaky docks is frozen, forcing fishers to pull their rowboats up to the ice. Standing between a pair of boats is a stout humanoid in cold-weathered clothing. A grey hood hides most of his humanoid features, but you can make out the wild nose and a long frosty beard. The stout figure stamps their feet, spots you, and waves you over. Good, you're here. Get to it in grates. Those fish aren't going to catch themselves.
Excuse us, but do we know you?
What?
You know, for once, Ardax will actually pull off her hood just to sort of identify that she is not not part of this.
We are not fishermen.
Yeah, excuse me, sir, but we have no idea what you're on about.
Listen, Missy, giving you 5 copper per trout you caught. That's the deal. That's the arrangement that we made last night.
We've never met.
We've never met you.
We got in like 20 minutes ago.
Again,
5 minutes ago.
5 copper per caught trout. Time is better spent angling than yapping. And then he
I
don't
goes
have
off and
fish.
starts talking in
Ardex
Dwarvish.
is visibly holding back annoyance at this point.
You guys want to go fishing? Like,
I go to pick up a fishing rod. I don't know.
yeah, I just go along with it.
If anyone speaks Dwarvish, you hear him. Does anyone speak Dwarvish? Let me just have a look.
I don't know.
Don't think so.
Yes, I speak Dwarvish.
You hear him complaining about Ajax being very like annoying and just generally being rude and stupid.
I say in Dwarven, talk shit, get here, and I pick up a fishing rod and punch a hole in the eye.
Okay, punch on the ice.
No, punch a hole in the ice and start fishing.
Yeah.
Unless he's made of ice.
Alright, he as you start like going, he's like, are you daft as well? It's bloody ice. Get on the boats and go towards the center of the Iota.
You want me to row on the... now that makes perfect sense to me. I jump in a boat and I start rowing on the ice.
Okay.
If it's going to be difficult, I'm going to make it difficult.
There's...
Rick's just gonna walk beside the boat looking at Zekol in utter confusion.
Roll me a strength check.
Oh, I can do that. Oh, apparently I can't do that.
You grab it and you start making headway. You're not going anywhere fast, but your innate strength and the paddle seems to be holding up as you're crushing enough ice for you to start like moving with it. It's
HK,
very slow, but it's working.
Can you just remind me, is Pack Magic, is that a refresh on long rest?
Short
Short
rest.
rest.
Like, oh, it is short rest for spell slots then?
Yes.
Okay. That seems good.
As like he's doing this, the rest of you just standing there dumbfounded, except for Zyra, who's also like just looking at what rod he wants to use. You hear footsteps approaching the creaky dock. Another figure covered head to toe in cold weather clothing has joined you. The figure wags a gloved finger at the frosty bearded dwarf. You have no honor, Bearable. The newcomer yells, pulling down a wooden muffler to reveal a pale, half-elven face. You're sending these innocent people to their deaths, and for what? A few fish? And the dwarf is like, pay no mind to this fool. He's always going on rambling, not knowing anything about anything. And the half-elf
Ardex is just not going to speak and instead just pull the hood back over and not snap at them.
the half-elf
We're
like,
your turn.
the half-elf was like, did you not tell them about the monster?
We already know about the monster.
We did come here to help with that, but then this man told us we're here to fish. I really don't know what's going on right now.
As you're like conversing with him, he turns to the lot of you who are still standing there, and he just screams, "Get to work!" And then he walks off the dock.
Am I able to have just a sacred flame held in my hand?
Yeah, you can conjure a sacred frame in your hand.
I'm just going to do that and make it look like I'm about to fucking toss it at him.
Alright, roll me intimidation.
I'm not
I
actually
keep
going
making headway.
Someone should probably stop him.
Bruni is following Zekol, but she's kind of upset and scared
Jump
now.
and grab the front of the boat and like help him drag along so it won't take us 4 hours.
Oh, I'm not dragging it. I'm inside the boat using the oars.
So I'm saying that I'm gonna help you because you're fucking being you're being you and doing it. So I'm helping you by dragging it. So we're not gonna be here for 4 hours waiting for you to move the boat.
As you show the sacred flame, he looks up and is like, "Don't try your tricks on me, Missy." And he walks past.
Yeah, Ardax at this point is just going to look to the others. I'm going to go find Jensen and not get in a bar fight.
Okay, we'll be fishing and fighting the monster.
Or you could ignore the fucker over there. I make sure to specifically say that part in Draconic. That, you know, it's basically a Draconic slur.
Yep.
We should probably have Jensen with us if we're going to do something so stupid.
Well,
I stop rowing.
water?
Come on, let's go to the, what was it, tavern? Wherever we sent Jensen to. It was one of the two.
I
We
get
said-
out of the boat that I've rowed however distance away and start walking back.
Yep. As he goes off to get Jensen, you'll have to learn with the half elf. It's like, I'm getting the feeling that Grints doesn't like me very much, or anyone who steps in between him and is swimming in the lake. I'm Tali. I study the local animal life here in Icewind Dale, and I just couldn't stay silent and watch another crew fall victim to the monster of male Dwelladon.
I'll write the lead down, but I am not any of this info.
When you look at us, do you actually think we're fishermen?
No, you look like adventurers.
Okay, just making sure, because he thought we were fishermen, and I just said fuck it and went along. Just want to make sure we weren't giving off the wrong vibes.
He was very persuasive.
Is that all it takes with these Ezekiel?
That's the whole reason I'm here.
You have a point?
Luckily, you seem to already know about the monster. Did you come here to find out more about it?
Yes.
We did.
What was
We
the
had
elf's
spoken
name?
to the
Sorry, for note-taking purposes, I just need the elf's name.
Tali. Tali.
we had spoken with the person in charge of this place, and he seemed to either not care or not know.
Grinsk is a drunk fool who wants to make some money when he can. But yes, there's a monster there. We've had numerous reports of fishermen going out to the ocean, going out to the watery parts of the lake, and getting attacked. Bite marks, and he points to the boat that you guys didn't take. There's a large bite mark across the boat that says the pronged goat.
How big is how big is the monster's mouth?
Compared to me,
Yeah, like we talking shark or we talking like megalodon?
Oh boy.
The bite mark is going to the top. It's not really affecting anything. It's probably on the rim. It's larger than it's a larger than humanoid bite.
There's lots of things that are larger than a humanoid bite.
Well, cool. There's a lot of things that you don't know.
when you say larger than humanoid, you mean larger than a humanoid biting, or larger than a humanoid full stop?
No, because the boat's larger than a humanoid, and if it's larger than that, there would be no boat. It's a large bite from a creature.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
I was just checking. I have
Like
an
a
intelligence of 8.
I know. I'm just
I would
helping you
assume
out.
like maybe a shark bite or
But
something.
is it as wide as Ezekiel?
No.
Ah,
What do you
Oh,
mean?
we got this.
As in, like the width of Zekel?
yeah.
Maybe,
would
potentially.
assume that the monster could just eat him in one bite, like.
How
Just-
far away is he from me in units of me?
Enough units of you.
Enough.
The bite, if Zekel stood in front of the bite mark, he'd barely cover it.
Okay.
Okay.
In its width or diameter or however you measure a bite mark like that.
Generally by shark teeth.
Or
Apparently, we've gotten a lot of varying information, a lot of difference. Some say it's the size of the ox, some say it's closer to a house, some are thinking that it's a big whale or a large fish, and some people call it something like a lizard. With scaly skin and a long neck.
Loch Ness monster.
No defining features.
No one's been consistent with what they've been saying.
No survivors.
There have been survivors. They don't kill many of them, but there are a lot of damaged boats, as he points to. As they point to the other dock, you see a lot more damaged boats there. A lot of the fishermen have just given up.
Is that why the dwarf is so aggressive in trying to get people to fish?
He needs to make money somehow.
Understandable.
My main thing isn't to defeat the beast. I want to know more about it, in case it's something that's just living in this ecosystem. We can prepare the fishermen where not to go, and they can still have their livelihood without harming the creature.
Well, that sounds fair to me.
If you want to pursue this line of work, they hand you a book. I can't offer much other than my gratitude, but if you're going out in the lake, please write down the information. You learn about the nature of this monster. If we know what's out there, the people of Rime will be more safer for it, and it bears the potential to be awfully interesting.
Auril will nod ahead and take the book.
After maybe 10-15 minutes, Jensen is accompanied back with Ardax and Sana, as Tali has gone off and left the three of you at the boat.
And no buildings were burnt down this day.
For now.
Yet.
I don't have access to fire.
I have a few accesses for it. I could probably just spit on a building.
Please don't spit in the buildings.
So we've found that the monster isn't like incredibly big.
We're not 100% sure of
There's
what we
varying
could see from the
sizes and
mouth.
descriptions.
Well, at least some info is found. By the
Are
way,
there
did
any
Jensen,
more damaged
find-
boats? Like on the dock?
Yeah, they were on the other dock.
Yeah,
They're all
all
fine.
like the damaged boats, are all the bite marks the same?
They're all in different places.
But they're all the
But
same
like, they're the
size.
same like
Same
size and that, and like nothing obviously like different between them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did Jensen do well at trying to find us a place to accommodate for the night?
Yeah, he found you an inn and he booked rooms.
Sweet. Fuck it, let's go. Team player right there.
We need to give Jensen a job while he's not physically here. Well, I'm glad you guys found info and someone that's a little more reasonable.
You didn't mention anything of a reward though. You wanted us to write down words in a book about the monster and probably not kill it.
I feel like we're just starting to get used to this.
Okay.
So, I take it you guys are wanting to go do this then?
Yep.
Yes.
I'm not one to argue with the party. Well, not one to argue without reason with the party. The other one's gone, yes? I don't have to see him.
Yeah.
Yes, he's gone.
He's an asshole. I told him if he talked any more shit, I'd hit him.
What did he even say?
He was cursing you out.
Ah, I can do that back. He probably wouldn't understand it. Well, do we want to get supplies before we head out, or are we just going to head out in minimal cover and hope that we don't get spotted immediately?
Well, if we get pulled underwater, all our materials are going to get wet.
That doesn't sound pleasant.
At absolute best, I can maybe hold a thing in place so we could get out of there.
I can hit the fuck out of it.
Didn't you
While in
mention
water?
that we don't want to harm it?
Well, we
Said
don't want to
he
kill it.
Probably doesn't want to harm it. Didn't say don't kill it. He just said don't have to kill it.
He'd prefer if we didn't kill it, we learnt about it, and...
Oddly enough, I'm
the
actually
impact
also on the
of
side of
it.
not wanting to kill it.
They may, while they were talking to you, they mentioned that they prefer they over he. They look very androgynous. So you can't really tell.
I could just call them Elfkin if you want.
Do what you want.
Yeah, nice.
Just letting you know what the books told me.
But he was half elf, so he's not a
There.
total 90 years. He's a flat 9 years.
Just as bad in some cultures. So we're going now, we're going later.
Yeah,
Sounds like
that's...
you guys want to do this.
Yeah.
I mean,
Going down.
if we want, I could try to walk out there on my own. I am fast on my feet and not horrendous in water.
All fun and games until it eats you in one bite.
Not
I
really
will
sure if I'd feel
accompany you.
safe
I might
moving.
weigh more, but cold doesn't affect me as much.
It might be best if we could, There is something I wouldn't mind asking some of the fishermen that survived. Something very specific that might actually prove helpful here.
I mean, they were saying that
According
they
to
were all
him, all
different
accounts are all
things.
different.
Yeah, so you might
Yes.
get an answer, but it might be completely wrong and it might kill us.
Did he... They?
They.
Did they
Did.
happen to say where most of these fishermen usually hang out, or are they all around here right now?
They did not say.
Didn't ask.
Jensen, did you see any fishermen at the inn?
Yeah, sure. They weren't working or anything.
But you could tell they were fishermen.
They're not working.
That's fine.
What else? What? Yes, they were
Looking
fishing.
for people
No one-
with fly hats.
No one just looks like a fisherman. I don't know what you know about Dex. There are a bunch of people in there that weren't working. They're complaining they're not working because there's a monster in the lake. I'm assuming they're fishermen.
AJ, so let me just mark these out so it's easier. These here, I assume they're storehouses of some kind.
Yes.
Okay, I'm just going to walk to the closest one, poke my head in, and see if anyone's around, I don't know, moving boxes or whatever they do here.
No, there is no one there.
Next one.
Nope.
And the last one, I assume no.
No.
Okay, I'm heading back to the inn to speak to anyone that's a fisherman and surviving.
Okay. You head back to the inn. You see a bunch of people grumbling, complaining they're not working, sitting at one of the tables.
Thank you.
Actually, no one's at the inn. No, it's an inn,
Ah.
not a tavern. No, you didn't see anyone there. I take it all back.
Okay.
What?
There's no need to be snarky.
This fucking
I said there were 5 fucking taverns and you go to the inn.
Oh, I
I
don't know
hear
where.
fishermen
What
like to
happened?
drink.
Yeah, okay, we go to where the fisherman could potentially be. The closest point.
You go to the black circle where there are 5 taverns at any point where any fisherman would be.
Okay, we walk up to the nearest group of fishermen we can find, or nearest group of people
Yeah.
angry that they can't work right now.
Yeah, you see a bunch of people sitting down drinking that they can't work right now.
Excuse me, when you were last working, and forgive me for the brashness of this, but we need answers. Are any of you survivors of that creature?
Aye.
How far on the water were you able to sail? Roughly.
Let me have a look at how long the boat is.
I just want to know how far on the water they could get before their things start to feel odd, or they had a weird feeling, or anything like that.
Generally, we're out fishing for a good 3 or 4 hours. It was no area in particular that was scary. It was just, it came out of the water and attacked.
And have you compared this with any of your friends? Or, I guess, fellow fishermen?
Sure, we've told people not to go this place and they go to another place and it's there.
But nothing super specific about, like, say, I don't know, 2,000 feet out from the dock.
No.
But I would definitely assume it doesn't come in close to shore.
Well, it can't, it's frozen.
That's a good place to start. Is there a shop nearby?
Let me have a look.
Oh wait, we go out to the main part of the lake. That's what this is about, isn't it?
Yeah,
Not just
you-
along this strip.
Yeah.
I gotcha. I'm an idiot. I'm like, it's all frozen over. What is this guy talking about? But that makes sense.
He hasn't been working for so long. He doesn't even realize it's all frozen.
It'll make sense what I'm getting at in a minute, I promise.
There aren't really any stores here, no. There's like a general store, but that's it.
I just briefly ask, do you think we could get a pair of binoculars there? Or if not, do you think you could know someone that could lend us a pair?
gonna let you know. You can get a spyglass, and it's fucking expensive.
Yeah, that's the worry.
Binoculars?
A spyglass is probably more accurate for the. Yeah, sorry.
Just like 1,000 gold pieces.
Mm.
I've got an old one.
Does it work well? Could we borrow it for a little bit?
Do you have 1,000 gold?
No, that's why I said borrow.
No.
Yeah, expected that. Well, we'll be on our way.
Have a good trip.
Yeah, we'll try not to drown.
You just, like, as you, like, he pulls it out, you say you don't have the money, puts it back.
Yeah, I'm not wasting charm person on this one. I don't know I have it yet.
I curse in Yeti.
Ezekiel, are you alright?
Did you sneeze?
Are we going now or are we going later? I believe that was a question I asked earlier that didn't get answered.
I'm guessing we're gonna head out now. As soon as something feels odd, though, we should probably turn around and try to come back.
I could go out further than you alone, and it would be fine.
How big was the boat? Could it fit all of us in it?
Can four medium creatures per boat.
Or one's eagle.
And there was one good boat, or there was more than one good boat?
There's 2 good boats.
How
I don't need a
convenient.
boat, damn it!
Alright.
Okay, but you're like half a person. Like,
How far out on the ice, AJ? Like, when we were down at the docks, were we able to see anyone standing out on the ice just fishing in like a circle, you know, like Eskimos do?
Not really, no.
Actually, it's not Eskimo. I think it's Siberian. Yeah. Well, glad to know that the ice is not thin enough. You can just cut through it like that.
I go back to the dock and roughly gauge how heavy one boat is for me to pick up.
Mm-hmm.
You pick it up.
I go to pick up the second boat as well.
You can't pick it up, not because you can't carry it, because it's hard to finagle 2 boats.
I just look at Zyrok.
I can't put one inside the other and pick up the bottom one.
No, because there's seats
Okay.
that prevent that.
That's alright. I'm just
Zyrok,
asking.
you grab that end. I'll push this end, and we'll go moving.
I'll take the other boat.
I don't really want to head out to sea, but we'll go out there first, see if we notice anything before we put the boats in.
As you walk around, you don't have much time. You take maybe 10 minutes to get into the places where the water is, and you all place your boats down.
Mm-hmm. Do we need another map for this?
I do not have another map. I don't have a lake map, to be
Maybe we
honest.
could use Icewind.
Oh, we're...
So who's piloting the boats? You got 2 of them?
I'll pilot mine.
Okay.
I'm gonna assume that Rune and Zeke are in one.
I will pilot the other one. That
Alright.
makes sense. I am Swole.
Just trying to think how many of us are there. So
Rune is
Rune,
not
Zeke,
strong,
will
Rune cannot grow.
probably squeeze one more in with them.
Yeah, there's 4 people per boat you can have in.
I'm still
Yeah.
classified as a medium creature. I'm just a little bit
Yeah,
bigger.
no, we're just getting at that fact. So I'm just trying to think. There's 6 of us if we count Sana.
3
Yep.
each boat.
3 and 3, yeah. Which
Oh,
boat
half
wants
to be in
Sana?
the boat.
Don't you?
Rune?
Yeah.
You can sit in the boat for the moment.
I don't need to be in the boat. I can make room, damn it.
Which boat do we want to put Sana with? I am leaving that to group decision.
I'll take Sana if it's easier.
Yeah.
And the rest of us are in the other boat.
Yep.
Okay. And out we go into AJ's wondrous wild lands.
One sec, I'm
Ready
trying
to
to
roll
figure
strength.
out. Okay. I think it's... Yeah, it's not going to be 20 minutes. It's going to be more like a couple hours. I don't know why it... Okay, makes sense. Right. Figured that'd be closer. It takes you about 2 hours to get there, and you get to the boat. As you're going, you see these large ice floes, particularly in your way as you're sailing from Bremen. So I need whoever's steering to roll me a wisdom check DC 14.
That's Cyrok and Zeke.
Zyrok, you can use your water vehicles check instead.
Yes.
That's a big fat
Whoa.
6.
Oh, 19.
Would it help if, for example, Zyrok was sort of taking lead with the boat and the other one's following behind?
It's up to you. It's how
I'm
you think.
more asking, would this assist Zekel in his steering?
Not really, no.
Okay.
Nah, just fucked up.
What if like Rune's at the front of the boat and kind of pointing out stuff, trying to say, kind of help like that?
Nah, he's probably not gonna listen.
Is Sana better at piloting?
He's just in his boat.
As you, okay, who's got the damage boat, by the way? That's the main question. Who's got the one with the teeth marking it?
I'll have the damaged boat.
Okay. So who's in your boat?
Me and Sana.
Rune and
Yeah.
Zekel.
Okay. As you go into it, you crash, you bump into the boat. The boat takes 6 bludgeoning damage. It's still working. It's still a boat. You just hit that first one. As you get past, with maybe 5 minutes later, there seems to be another large ice floe. Same check.
Oh no.
This
God,
is 15, you said, wasn't it?
Zekel, you glide past the second one, missing it, not wanting to repeat what happened the first time. But this
Not
time,
making that mistake.
Zyrok slams in front of you and you watch him as he does so, and you just steer around it.
Moron.
Then there's another 2 coming up from the other side, so make the check twice. As you have to go through this very narrow pathing between the 2.
We're off to get the One Piece.
Oh, we're gonna have no boat in a minute.
I mean, I'm gonna be fine, but I don't know about you.
Zyrok manages to swerve out of the way of one, but into the other, and Zekel ping-pongs his way through the gap. Zyrok takes 1 damage, and Zekel takes 8.
Oh.
But it's still going, but it's still fine.
The way back is gonna suck.
And then finally, there's another large one that's coming up in the center of your trouble. One more check from the both of you.
Yep. That's about on par.
Zyrok, you glide past this one, not wanting to hit the boat any more than you have, and Zekel, as a final attempt, you just slam into it. You take 1 more damage. As
How's the boat looking?
it's a lot of the damage is on the surface, and there's a lot of weariness to it. There isn't any leaks at the moment, but if you're not careful, there might be.
Can we cure Rune's a boat?
That's why we need someone with mending.
We need flex tape.
As you get out of it, you are in this open area of I don't have the map up on the other screen. Let me get that going.
Open
Hey,
area of water.
you're more in this openish area of the lake. It takes
Where
you.
Are we talking where the big northwesty? You know what I mean?
What? No.
Are we talking about where the big compass is?
No.
It means Mao Durlan.
Yeah.
Dualden.
My thing's bugging out.
Where Bremen is.
You're about there-ish. It didn't take you as long to go through there. Probably maybe an hour or so with the strength of Zyrok and Zekel and the boat traveling as well as it does. You probably get out there in hour.
Be the afternoon roughly by now, wouldn't it?
Yeah, lunchtime.
Yeah. It probably took you about an hour and a bit to get there.
Was there a fishing rod with this boat?
Yeah.
Would have taken the fishing. Yeah, cool, sweet.
Anyone who took a fishing rod before can take a fishing rod now. You're in this open area, so where are you guys going to go?
Can I hop out the boat?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. I want to hop out of the boat and just sort of walk out a bit, with the Path of Frost and sort of peer down, try to see if I can see through the water as best I can, see if I can see movement.
Okay.
I'm just going to look from our boat over at Rune Astounded.
Yeah, as Rune walks in the water, there's like sort of just like a little ice path just forming under her feet, and she just kind of crouches down on like one of these little blocks of ice, and just trying to look through the water.
As you sit down and make your way across, as you spend some time to sit down.
I also get out thinking that everyone can walk on water.
Oh, okay, let me. Alright, first let me resolve
Sorry.
this mess.
Can Sana yell at him?
Frigid water, as creatures number of minutes, equal to constitution, modifier, traditional
I am
minutes.
resistant to cold if it helps.
Yeah, it's resistant to cold though, and jumping in freezing water.
I would have liked to think Sana
Okay.
would have tried to advise you not to.
I mean, she did it. You didn't know
As
she could
you-
do it.
As you jump in, you're not, since you're not wearing any clothes, like, oh, chilly, but you seem generally fine swimming in the lake.
Rune looks at Zuko confused. What are you doing?
Nothing. And I climb back in the boat.
Oh, okay.
As you're distracted, Mim.
Oh
Not that. As you're distracted, Mim, a fish comes up and goes for a smack against your face with its tail. As it does, it jumps up, flicks you with the tail. You, as you're looking, you see it in your thing vision, the peripheral, and you block your hand up, and it takes the slap, and it gets knocked back and goes back into the water.
Just got
Wait,
high-fived by
was
a
this
fish.
just like a regular fish?
No,
Was-
it's a knuckle-headed trout, which looks like.
You have a picture of a fish, but you don't have a picture of the actual lake.
There's no map of the actual lake.
You want the map of a lake? It's water with some ice chunks.
Not the point.
I get out a javelin ready to spear a fish.
They look like these dudes.
Oh,
They look
Kind of
tasty.
look like Nog.
Making me hungry.
how big are they? Like
They're trout-sized. So however big
So
a
they get
trout
to be
is.
about as big as your forearm.
helpful if I knew how big a trout was.
Forearm.
The forearm
Four-
are bigger
okay.
than... Yeah. Unless they're baby trout, in which case you're fine.
They're adult trout.
Oh. Let me just minimize that image and put it over there.
Okay.
So apart from obviously the fish, can I see anything like sort of larger?
Roll me a perception check.
Okie
You look aboard the lake as you're walking slowly ahead. You don't really see anything. You do this for about an hour or so as everyone else is maneuvering around you so you can have access to either boat if something happens. Zeke, as you get in, there seems to be a ship. Sana's just sitting there, and then water starts dripping from you. Most of it's soaked up in your pants. But
Oh,
you're
man.
fine.
His pants like freezing stiff.
Probably. They're made out of fur and hide.
Popsicle
that's-
pants.
Totally fair.
Yeah.
Well, I rolled an intelligence check because I was thinking about it, and I'm like, well, maybe it's just.
Maybe it's just the lake, man.
You travel a little bit further to inland, in lake, and it's very quiet there. Doesn't seem to be anything. Looks like a time for fishing. Nothing really seems to be jumping out of the water.
Right, let's pull out a fishing rod and start fishing.
Alright,
Start
then.
fishing.
Rune's gonna continue kind of trying to look through the water, walking around, just seeing if she can see any like large movement onto the water.
Both of you roll me a wisdom survival check.
A wisdom or survival?
No, the wisdom survival. Those are the.
Okay, right.
Are you fishing, man?
Oh, right, no.
As you do, you don't catch any fish. The both of you, as you spend this
If
hour
I
with
was
this.
fishing though.
Maybe.
Move to the next location.
Okay.
Looks like it's good for fishing. I say that not being a creature that lives near a lake.
The cold wind starts to blow across this next hour as you're traveling, baiting the normally still waters of the lake. It becomes very choppy. I mean, at this point, it's not very stable for you to walk on the thing, so you hop back into your boat.
Okay.
If you're fishing while this winding is happening, you have disadvantage on the checks. And you guys have to... No, yeah, you have to, yeah.
Can I do a nature check?
Actually, 1 second.
Starting to think taking Drillcraft as a cantrip would have been useful for weather. God damn it.
Okay,
Intimidate
yeah.
the fish to get on the hook.
You're fine.
I can try and assist you with forceful presence.
Can I use my strength modifier?
How are you using strength modifier to fish?
He's gonna dive in with the
for
fish around and whack
intimidation.
them.
Nah,
He's gonna
nah.
aggressively sway the hook back and forth and forcefully shove them on it.
No, I really want to just grab a javelin, like strip most of my clothes off and jump in.
I feel like you would be the type of person that instead of throwing the line in, you throw the fucking pole in.
I'm not using the rod anymore.
I'm
didn't
saying
work the first time.
you hold onto the line as a way to pull
Throw
it
the
back up.
rod.
You just pelt the rod to him. I don't know.
He'll
pay
rip
a
off all the
fish.
fishing line off the rod, tie it around his javelin, then yeet his javelin.
I'm getting in the drink
God damn it.
again, but I'm taking like most of my clothes off now that it's probably not going to make a difference.
Were you
but
already wearing like no clothes anyway?
Pretty much. I was wearing like pants and like a coat.
What are you wearing
Oh yeah,
then?
that's right.
You all jump into the water, or he jumps into the water, and you start. Yeah. Do you know how to swim? Would Ezekiel know how to swim?
I don't know. I guess we're going to find out.
Right, roll me a survival check.
I mean, when he fell in before, was he swimming?
He was near enough to the boat to not.
Uh,
Oh, I hit disadvantage by accident. I don't know why, but
You would have, yeah. You dropped the first one, which was a 20, so I'll let you have it. So you're very good at swimming. You spent a lot of time.
Oh,
Papa has taken you down to the lake many times on the up part of the up part near Lonelywood, and you've learned how to swim there. And so yeah, you go around swimming around. You see a couple knucklefish trout. If you want to make a spear attack against them, that's fine.
I have a javelin. Same thing. I don't know the difference between javelin and spear. I don't know if they're, like,
Javelin, you
smaller or
typically
bigger
throw. You can try and stab someone with a javelin. Go ahead, yeah, I'll allow it. It doesn't. No, it doesn't. It bounces off their head.
Zico, why are you doing this in the water? You have-
I'm under the water. I can't hear you.
Oh, okay.
Can I do a nature check to see if it's the clouds are looking like it might be stormy in a few hours or something?
Yeah, go for it. Do what you want to do.
I can't tell shit.
The sky looks the same as it has been for the years you've been here. Nothing has really changed.
Well, that's great. Is Iric fishing?
Yep.
Okay,
Alright,
well,
roll
I'll probably
me
take it.
roll me a survival check with disadvantage then.
Is it because there's an idiot in there splashing about trying to attack the fish?
No.
Ah.
It's because the water is choppy. The wind is still going.
Yeah, totally not because there's a fucking Goliath in there trying to stab them with a javelin.
Hey, man, I didn't have disadvantage on my attack, so
As you're fishing, the boat seems to move around. So can I have the Jensen boat roll me athletics? DC 12.
All of us?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
What's Jensen got?
Let me
Natural one.
figure it. No.
He goes flying out of the boat.
Rocks fall, everyone dies.
As the boat shakes very violently, you all grab on, you all stay true. As you look around, you see the glimpse of this dark shadow under the water underneath your boat.
Do I see it?
Roll a perception check.
Would
You
it
know,
be with
Zarek.
disadvantage because it's dark as fuck and I don't have dark vision?
Yes.
Zarek, I think I just seen dinner.
Perception. Oh yeah, not bad, not bad. Pretty good, pretty good.
You
impressed.
see. Bum, 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 bum. See this? Obviously swimming and not.
Oh,
Ah, dinner.
Hello there.
Oh, it is like a Loch Ness monster.
what
Isn't
Loch
that
Ness
a
monster have you
serpent?
seen?
I just think
No.
it's got like a head.
I am pretty sure that's a serpent.
Because
Nah,
it has a
it's
head.
a Loch Ness monster.
I breathe water and I say, "It's fucking here. Let's get ready to go." I don't jump back in the boat. I try and grab my shit at like me weapon, me glaive out of the boat, and I'm gunning for it.
Roll me an athletics check as you're gunning your way to the ship. As you're getting your way to the boat. Yeah, you tread water fast. You make big movements to get you there quicker, and as you do, you reach your boat. You jump in, you stand up, and you grab your great axe,
It's a glaive.
glaive, or whatever. Who cares? You're a bad barbarian. You didn't take the D12 weapon.
No, I didn't. You're right.
You're a failure.
Whoa.
I'm kidding. You're not a failure.
Hang on, hang on. Yeah, I'm not a failure.
I think I have more notes than last week already.
Rune will help Circle, like, give him his stuff and crap to help him out.
How far away is their boat from us?
You're relatively close from each other.
I'm sorry, is that thing's name Swimming Long Neckosaur?
Yep, it is.
Respect. Speaking of long necks,
Is he
That's
gonna
double
crack
D.
one?
So, should I try and curse it when we get vision on it?
Yeah, are we killing or are we just trying to like take notes on it?
Well, I've got the notebook, so, and I'm in the safe boat, so I'm gonna pull out the notebook.
you're in the most damaged boat. Wouldn't
Yeah.
call it safe.
I mean, this boat's not being bombed around.
After I've got all my stuff, I'm jumping back in the water again.
Okay, as everyone's getting ready, it seems to go under the water again, and you all can't really see where it is.
Sweet.
Oh, Knuckleheadosaurus is gone. Look at the long neckosaurus. We'll just combine the knucklehead and the long neckosaurus.
I mean, if it
Long
rams the boat hard enough.
Knucklesaurus.
And
I'm
who's
back
to
in.
say... Sorry.
No, you go.
I was gonna say, who's to say it can't pick up one of the other fish and use its head as a hammer?
Hell yeah.
I'm back in the drink with me weapon, and I'm looking for it under the water.
Okay. Roll me perception.
Oh, good rolls now.
Why
Go
you-
time.
Why are you disadvantaged with perception?
Because I can't see in the dark, and I imagine it would be dark under the water.
Yeah, but you're on the boat now.
You
I said I
back
jump
in.
back in the water
Oh, okay. Well then, yeah.
with my weapon.
You can't see it. No. You see it. Yeah, you can't see it. It's not there.
I imagine if you're not too far from the surface, like slightly seeable, but
Yeah,
Okay.
I am staying just close enough to the surface just to keep me head submerged and keep an eye
yeah,
out.
I mean,
so
if you
can
look
stick
down,
out.
obviously it's gonna be dark.
Also, sort of baiting it for it to come for me.
Yeah.
Rune will be ready to pull Zekel, like help pull him into the boat if he signals that he needs help into the boat or wants to get back to the boat.
It's roughly 5 p.m.-ish now.
Shit's getting dark.
Yeah.
Stick my head up. Are we staying and doing this or not?
Well,
I mean, it just showed up and then left, so it might not even be the thing that attacked.
it could be telling us to leave. Wait, AJ, how well do I know fish?
What do you mean?
I don't know fish. Never mind. My knowledge is on reptiles, not fish.
Yeah, you don't know what that is.
I mean, it has a saw at the end. That's a
Sorry,
dinosaur. Therefore, it must be some sort of reptile, right?
Let me
That's
reword
how-
this in a better way, AJ. Comparing my knowledge to reptiles and reptiles that have been known to be in the water, can I tell that it's just giving us a warning to leave?
No.
Okay, that's all I needed. Thank you. Well, I don't know what it wants. Good luck, Derek.
Not with a nature check. That's more of an inside check on a creature you haven't really seen. So.
Well, I'm thinking about the nature of reptiles to fish.
You're taking something. It's like because it's in water, it must be the same.
Yeah, I don't
Even though
know
it's
what it is. That's the
completely
problem.
different.
Yeah, so
I'm taking the knowledge that we've had that it could be a scaly beast, assuming this could be it, and yeah.
so what are you guys doing?
I'll take a big breath of air and I'm going to swim down deeper and see if I can't spot it. If I don't spot it within the first 2 minutes, I'm coming back up.
Okay. You start diving down. You can breathe underwater for your Constitution modifier minutes. Oh, I
This is
think it's
four.
con +1, so you can breathe for 5 minutes underwater.
That's why I said 2.
So yeah,
Come
you
back
you make your way. If you go 60, you've got a movement speed. If you're dashing, you got 30 movement speed. If you dash at 60, so if you're dashing, you're moving 30 feet down.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you go for 2 minutes, which is 10 rounds of combat, which is 30 times 10 is 300 feet. So you reach the bottom of the lake at maybe a minute and a half in. Roll me a perception check with disadvantage. You do not see anything.
I'll come back up then.
Yeah, you take another minute and a half, you breach after 3 minutes underwater. You don't see anything. It seems to be quiet and calm once again.
There's nothing down there. I don't know where it's gone, but it didn't come and try and take me by surprise.
Well, we
Can't
can
see.
stick around or leave. It could have just been trying to warn us off.
It's
We'll
some
get back in the
information
boat.
at least, and it is rather late. Perhaps we head out earlier tomorrow.
Yeah, it would be good to be able to see the thing coming.
Okay.
I could attempt to shock the river if the lake if you want.
Well, no, can't say that. I don't know that.
No, I think we'll be fine without you electrocuting anything within a certain distance of us.
I genuinely don't know if that's how physics work in D&D.
It would disperse very quickly.
Yeah.
Very, very quickly.
Alright, as you swim, as you get back up, you, instead of going back the way you came, well, are you guys going back the way you came? You're going to try and take the closest path to land and then walk the rest of the way back?
Which
Probably
would be the
go back
closest?
to where we came because we want to bring the boats back, don't we?
We could try.
I mean, we can just drag them.
Worst case scenario, we set up a campfire at the shore.
True.
I say if we go back the way we came, we would have the option of being in the water longer to see if there's anything else.
It's up to you guys to make this decision.
I mean, I'm not the pilot.
I start rowing back the way we came.
Alright.
Well, let's go, Zyrek.
As you're going, it's quiet for the first hour. And as you start making your way closer and closer towards the goal, maybe 2 hours in,
Are we gonna get hit by ice again?
I mean, if we need dark vision, I can help provide that.
I've got it.
I don't think this boat is coming back with us in one piece.
At least if we're in calmer waters, you can follow my frost path.
Sure.
Look, if we had to swim, I'm not sure how many of us resist the cold.
Oh no.
3d6.
As it gets up, it slams into the boat with
Oh, it's back.
with Zyrok in it. So that's
Oh, not my boat.
Not our boat.
it's 19 damage.
It was my display of dominance in its own area.
Can everyone make a dexterity saving throw?
Everybody, including people in the
Everybody.
other
Well,
boat?
anyone in this boat. Alright.
Okay.
Fuck.
I don't think I would have seen it quick enough to try and curse it.
The last
Okay.
thing you want is the plate mail wearing motherfucker to fall in.
Both you and Jensen fall into the water.
Is the water calmer around here?
Not really, not that there's a thing under the water now. Ardax, you are fine as you are in the boat. As the two of your companions start going into the water.
I dive in after the plate mail wearer.
How does swimming work when I've got full? I've got
It
chain
doesn't.
mail.
You
Well, no,
just make
because I
a
wasn't. Yeah, I wasn't sure if it's like a certain like strength or if it's literally just no matter what you sink.
I mean, we could do it like this. Before we left in the boat, were you smart enough to know that you would sink in it? Deciding
I mean,
that you
I-
would have worn it out here or not.
Oh, I've had enough experience with it. I wouldn't expect myself to be dumb enough to fall in.
I've jumped in after him.
Alright, roll me a athletics check.
Do I have rope I can throw to try and get yours?
Who specifically?
If I sort of like sprint across the water and just kind of make occasional footfalls just to keep myself up until I get to them, could I run across?
You have to roll me a dexterity.
Okay, so I'll throw off my cloak, leaving it in the thing because I don't want to ruin that damn cloak, and then I will attempt to run after them. So just straight dexterity or
Yep.
acrobatics?
Did you want me
Dexterity.
to do athletics?
Yes,
Was it?
you athletics. You're swimming.
So could I do acrobatics or just the
Dexterity.
Okay.
I'll let them do their things first. Because I
Wow,
got
that's bad.
You can't really. It's very hard to stabilize this movement in the water. It's very rocky and shaky since the thing almost breached. You're having trouble really making a path, and you can't exactly get to one of them. Zekel, as you're swimming, you see that Zyrok is beginning to go down with the weight of his chainmail and all his armor and weapons on him.
I'll go and grab him if I can.
Alright, roll me a strength check.
Oh no! Oh yes, boy.
Alright, can I get another strength check from Zyrok? I just want to see how long you took to get to him. Or how far.
A strength?
Yeah.
Oh, not
Yeah.
bad.
You fell down a little bit. You didn't go that too far. Zekel, you've caught up with him, and you make your way. So if you're dashing, you can only move 15 feet per turn.
Am I able to assist them, AJ, by using rope and one of my crowbars as a sort of makeshift? It would sink down, but it'd allow them to grab onto it, like a
You can certainly try.
slightly weighted rope to help them get back on the boat.
We're on the surface.
Yes, in your case though, it's more.
You're not on the surface. Who said
I
that?
thought
You're
you
under
said
the
it.
water.
You're under the
Oh,
water. You're sinking, dude.
I thought
In your
pulled me
case,
up
you
with
might
that,
need the extra assistance. I don't know what
yeah.
Jensen was wearing though. I think
I
Jensen
should
was
be able to
light.
get Jensen, I think.
Jensen was light armor, wasn't he?
Jensen's got
Yeah,
no
he's just in
armor.
a cloak.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Jensen's
Jensen
fine. Yeah, I will do the rope and crowbar thing to try and give them something to grab onto if they need help being pulled up.
Okay.
Can I sort of like almost do like a skiddy in the water so I make like a semi, like, medium sort of kind of platform of ice, and like, can I use it sort of, even though it obviously be rocky as all hell, could I sort of pull Jensen up to help him get into the boat?
Another dexterity check, and you might.
What did
Okay.
this fall
I'm gonna
under?
use my inspiration.
Okay.
I don't want to stuff this. Oops, that's not right.
You make a very rockety, not really stable footpath with your ice powers. You can pull him onto it. I need to quickly have a look at your thing.
So I just want to use it as like a quick sort of spot that I can then like help push him into the boat with.
Okay. You.
He's not
So-
unconscious or anything.
No. So he gets up, and as he's walking, he needs to make a dexterity check if he wants to move maximum speed while he's on it. He's not. He's working very slowly. He's not. He's unable to run on. He keeps slipping, so he takes it slow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. As you all make your way up, you all get to each other. Are you? So how are you helping with this mechanism? Are you trying to pull them up?
Essentially, just giving him something easier to grab onto that I can sort of pull to using the boat's points. He does sort of help keep it up.
All right. You can roll advantage in your next strength check, Sequel.
Okay, did you want that now?
Yes.
Would it have been possible for me to sort of yell back to Sana to just keep on guard at the water?
Sana's just chilling in the other boat.
Yeah, so I guess I'll yell back to Sana as well. Keep an eye on the shadows in the water if you can.
He's just having a
You,
good time.
Start grabbing. You grab this crowbar that's hooked on a rope, and you pull both of you up to the shore, and you use it to drag your way to the boat. And you don't really fling Zarek on the way, but you give him another lift for him to start making.
Yeah, I
his way
want
onto the
him to
boat.
be on the boat, and I'll stay in the water, just making sure nothing's going to come up and make this happen again.
I mean, guess once they're back in, I could start wrapping this up and putting it away.
Jensen makes it to Mim's boat with Sana, and that's all good. Zyra, can I have a Constitution saving throw, please?
Yep.
Oh, right.
Duh.
Cold's the thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
You got frostbite, bro.
Actually, he's fine for now.
Oh.
Yes. I was gonna say, even with frostbite, I'll just be losing some digits. Not like I'm not already fucked up. Like
Not our fault.
scarred, miss a finger or two. You know what's the difference?
I gotta stick my head under the water to see if I can see this damn thing again.
Okay. You go back under, roll me another disadvantage perception check. You can't see anything.
Anything would have been lovely.
I stick my head back above the water. You gotta learn to fucking row better, man. Start making your way back to the other boat.
Don't mind to be like this, but I also suggest we maybe head for the closest bit of land rather than what's further away.
I think that would be wise.
Probably a good idea.
Rune will get back.
that'd be great.
Rune will get back into the other boat, and she'll sort of use her cloak to put onto Jensen to keep him warm if he's cold.
Okay, now it's
Okay.
4 and 2.
Alright,
Start rowing the boat to the nearest shore. That was the last thing I heard. That's what I'm doing.
Yep.
Yep.
Can I get another one, Zarek? Another Constitution saving throw, please.
Yep.
Is there any way I can help warm him back up?
Do you have any way to help warm him back up?
Does Sacred Flame work?
Drip and cuddle.
That's an
Set on
attack.
fire!
Sorry, let me rephrase that. Does holding a Sacred Flame out help?
Not really, no, because it's radiant, not fire.
Could lighting a torch work?
It can help.
I will light a torch.
Alright, you light a torch. You are instead steering as he's Zarek is huddling over this torch trying to warm up any little bit. So can I get the two people driving, make me a wisdom?
I will trust his guidance to explain to me not to crash.
Wisdom check.
What? Sorry, wisdom checks.
Saves or checks?
Checks.
14. That's pretty alright.
Alright, the two of you make your way to the closest land. It takes maybe 5 minutes. As you do, you all get up. Zico grabs his boat.
I begin dragging it so Zyra can keep warming up.
Okay.
Once we get to shore, is there any sort of like trees we can sort of see in the distance?
No.
Oh boy.
I have a bunch of...
roughly where are we now on the
Is there
map?
any,
Are we
like-
close to the Targos?
You're probably around here-ish.
Are there any like
Okay.
plants or anything? Like shrubs or crap?
You are still on the lake.
Oh, okay, we're still actually on the frozen lake.
I
I'm
grab the
gonna-
rope I've got tied to the front of each boat, be in the middle of the rope, and start pulling both boats while they will organize each other.
Okay.
I will
Zico,
try to help
another
lead the way of
constitution
dark
check.
vision.
Does Jensen look okay, or does he look like he's freezing his butt off?
There's only so much a cloak can do.
Can I offer Jensen a torch as well?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you.
So did you want something from me? I missed
No,
that.
Zarek needs to make another constitution saving throw.
Okay, congrats. They both have a torch lit.
Slowly getting better.
Yep.
I do suggest to them both try not to have it too close to the ice. As in, hold it up a bit if you can.
Rune will stick close to Jensen, keeping an eye on him. If he seems to be struggling at all, she'll help him any way she can.
Alright.
And as I said, I'll help lead with dark vision if needed.
At like a couple hours in, Zekel is just going in a direction. He has no idea what's in front of him. He cannot see as he's ahead of you. The four of you and San are trailing a little bit behind, not too far. But anyone with dark vision can see, but anyone who doesn't cannot.
Yeah, so how far do we get?
Is that going north
couple
again?
hours. Which direction are you leading them, Zekel?
Here, I'll make this real easy. Whatever that number is.
North.
Alright, you start going
Jesus.
up.
I can't see where I'm going, man. I don't have dark vision. I
We
should be
can't-
leading this expedition.
I guess we're going to Lonelywood.
You guys wanted trees? I'm finding trees.
Hell yeah, man.
Ezekiel, do you want one of us to stand there with you?
As long as someone can direct the way, I don't know where I'm going. I'm just going in a direction, hopefully away from the fucking beast in the lake.
Do any of us have a fucking compass?
Nope.
No.
Because of my background, could I use the stars to get a general direction?
What do you have? Athletic survival? Yeah, I'll let you do a survival check.
Yes.
So go ahead and try that.
Better than a one.
You know which direction is north, and you know you're heading north.
I call out. I'm pretty sure this is north. Don't we want to go?
We want to go west, I believe.
Yeah.
Or if we keep heading north, we could...
We want to get to the shore at least, and then we can just follow it down.
I just blink at you because you've told me north, like west, east. I don't know what direction that is.
Okay. Zekel. We're going to turn, and I do it with my hands, standing like a robot, shifting, so I point left, so west.
How about you just walk in front of me?
I'm going to. I just wanted you to understand we need to turn that way now.
Zarek, another
let's
constitution
go.
for me.
Can we at least make it to fucking shore before it gets too late?
Another con save, did you say?
Yep.
Oh,
Okay.
Oh my god, who's
Oh.
being murdered?
You all... Yep. Alright, you start leading them. It takes another hour or so, but you get to shore. By this point, with the torches and the additional cloak, your clothes are not wet anymore. They're more like damp. They're not... You shouldn't be wearing them still. You have a chance of getting a cold afterwards, but like you're not going to be exhausted.
We'll worry about stripping them in a bit.
Oh. Is Ardex looking forward to this?
Ardex just knows the basics of survival thanks to the what was that fucking called? The Emerald Conclave we had to go with, didn't we?
Yep.
Yeah, I was gonna say the you know what I'm trying to say, AJ.
Yes.
Selesnya, but no, we had to change that to Emerald.
Do I assume we follow the coast back?
Okay,
Yeah,
so we made it to the coast. And
Are there
we're at
trees
least
now?
nice.
Nope.
No, the
Oh,
trees
okay.
are all the way north, where all the green shit is.
Bad luck.
Zyrok, how far up do you think we are? Would it be quicker for us to head south now, just following the coast?
Yes. Because if we follow it north, we would have to go all the way around the entire lake to get back to Lonelywood.
Right, well, let's try to get there quickly so 2 people here don't get sick.
Double time.
Actually, 3 of you, I guess.
3?
Who's the third?
You're in the water as well, Zekel, and I don't know what you're like with cold weather.
Ah, it's fine. I keep dragging these 2 boats with me.
Has Zico put his clothes back on yet?
No.
Nope.
Seiko doesn't have clothes.
We're following a near-naked Goliath.
Zekel has pants. That's what Zekel's clothes are.
He had a cloak made from the white fur.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
yeah.
it's wet, and I don't want to wear it because it's wet, so it's in the
Actually,
boat.
that's- Yeah. Right, how long would it take us following the coast, AJ, to get back to Bremen?
Probably another hour and a half.
Okay. Anything happen?
Nope.
Okay.
It's
Right.
Rocks
around-
fall, everybody dies.
It's around 10 p.m. when you get back. Some of you are wet and cold and damp and just want to sleep. The others are just trying to keep up morale and making sure everyone's okay.
Okay, let's get you to our accommodation for the night.
When we near town, Rune will grab one of the spare shirts she has from like another set of common clothes and put it on her head,
Okay.
covering her like trying to sort of put it like over the top with the sleeves down the sides of the face, just to cover herself up like she would with a hood normally.
Do you want it back? You can have it back. We're nearly in town.
No, it's alright. You definitely need it more than I.
Anyway, I guess,
I
yeah,
have a pair of wet traveler's clothes that I throw at someone, if it helps.
how much
Wet.
how much would the accommodation come to AJ based on what was discussed with Jensen earlier?
Okay, so I need to remember what. Let me have a look. Yeah,
Because if it was a case
Back to
of
the
we
price.
if it was a case of we were only able to get like 2 rooms amongst all of us or something like that, no problem, I'd cover all of it. If it's more, we'll have to discuss it.
Just have a look at lifestyle expenses.
Yeah.
Food and lodging. Okay. In
Sorry
stay
for the
per
screaming.
day for modest inn is probably 5 silver pieces per person. So, with a lot of you, plus food will make it a gold a day. So that's probably
5,
5,
6 gold.
6 gold.
We
5.5
don't really need,
because Sana's not gonna eat.
yeah, I don't really need I'll just chuck down 5.5, so that puts me to 29 and a 5.
Yes, fucking loaded.
Yep. Okay, I cover our costs now that we're back here. So yeah, we get them up to the rooms, inform them what they need to do if they don't know their survival basics.
Yep.
And yeah, I'll leave the rest for them to explain.
Yeah, Rune will wait for them to change into warmer clothes and sort of check them over, making sure they're okay.
I don't
They
change, I go
don't.
downstairs.
They don't change into normal clothes per se as you just have their food delivered as they sit in front of a fire in the bedroom.
Well, we made it back.
Like they grab blankets from their rooms, go down to the inn, chuck their wet clothes on like a cooking rack that they've moved not in the fireplace but next to the fireplace, and they're just sitting there in like towels and stuff eating.
Did Zeke start drinking immediately?
It's up to Zeke.
Pretty much, just casually. Like, I'm not going ham, I'm just like, I've got a drink and I'm sitting there and I'm just...
Yeah, it's just a brief, I assume like 10 minutes at most. Rune, take care of them. I'm gonna get Zekel to help me take these boats back to the dock first.
You will do.
Zekel, I would require your assistance once more.
For...
We just gotta return the boats to the docks.
What are they going to do? Use them?
It's better to know where they are in the morning.
Alright, I'll do the same thing back to the docks that I did,
Alright.
bringing them there.
You bring them all back.
In those 10 minutes, I assume Rune does her checkup of the others.
Yeah.
I take my rope
Alright,
back.
roll medicine check then.
Okey-dokey.
And then have a constitution saving throw, Zarek. Just some more.
Oh,
Oh, dude, you're
Uh,
fine.
they are fine. No, they don't seem to have anything. You got them in time to this hot place before they'll be sick in any way.
Okay, that's good. Rune will have put her cloak back on with the hood up and sort of be cuddling into it, just still keeping an eye on them, eating her food. After she eats, she'll start writing some notes in the book about what happened.
Okay. And I think with that, as everyone comes in and eats and rests for the night and has a long rest, we will take our break. Take a quick 5-minute bio break, get food, get water, do whatever,
Okay.
make everyone happy. And or talk or chat. Have fun with that. I'll be back in a little bit.
I too will be back.
okay.
Cool. We didn't die. Bonus.
Yeah.
I fully expected to start taking constitution saving throws. So imagine that water would be fucking cold.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know, living out in like the wilderness with yetis,
man.
we're being pretty much half naked constantly.
I'm back, sorry about that.
It's alright.
Yeah, you're right. Alright, at least we know what we're up against now. Sort of. Don't know how big it was though.
Did anyone actually get a proper vision on it?
Yeah, I was under the water when it came up and knocked his boat the first time.
Was the scaly thing matching it?
I don't know. I didn't ask that question. I will ask
Also,
that question retroactively?
was there
Retrospectively.
anything important I missed in those couple minutes I was gone?
We got the boats back and we're on break.
All things considered, could have went worse.
Absolutely.
We could have ended up going all the way around to Lonely Wood. But yeah, we got a family friend here at the moment. Was playing with my younger brother, and he's screaming because they do that.
Hmm.
He's got the type of voice where he gets to ear-piercingly loud.
Yeah.
I guess we should probably move this back to Bremen. I'll admit, I am glad my new keyboard is quieter than my other one.
Yeah.
It makes typing a lot easier. Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely could have gone real bad.
I feel like I learned a lot about a few people in the party too.
That one of us is a living sinker.
I don't know what you're talking
Not
about.
that, but well, learned that one of you can walk on water apparently.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We already knew one of us was a fucking idiot.
Honestly, it didn't even cross my mind. But it is nice to know that you have what I assume to be cold resistance after this encounter.
I think the Goliath got updated when this campaign came out to have resistance to cold.
It's kind of nice, especially in this campaign.
Yeah.
That makes
Cool.
3 of us, I think, with cold resistance.
Yeah.
I am not sure of everyone. I don't know what Jensen's got. Sana doesn't really have to worry. And that just leaves Zyropko again. I don't know. I assume you don't, though.
No, I don't.
I've got the Beetlejuice the musical full soundtrack playing, and I didn't even choose this.
The what? Beetlejuice?
Yeah. The musical.
That
It has some
makes
damn good songs.
Yeah, all that chainmail that you're wearing is an extra 55 kilos.
That's fine. I'm a good swimmer.
Scale mail.
You got chainmail, don't you?
Yeah, chain. I keep forgetting which it is. I'm pretty sure chain. Yeah, chainmail.
It's 55 pounds.
Yeah.
Scale mail. No, it's medium armor, so it'd be slightly different.
No, it's just in the item description. 55 pounds.
Yeah, if you literally just look at your
Chainmail's heavy armor.
inventory. Yeah, if you just look at your inventory, it'll tell you how much it weighs next to it.
I weigh a total of all my gear weighs just a little bit more than just your chainmail.
All my gear at the moment is at 183.
Mine is at 62.
Huh. Apparently there's such a thing as a mariner's scale mail.
Yeah, it's basically just mariner anything. You don't get disadvantage on attack rolls in water, and you can move freely, isn't it? Instead of half movement.
Yeah, basically you have swimming speed equal to your walking.
Yeah.
Whenever you start your turn underwater with 0 hit points, the armor causes you to rise 60 feet towards the surface as well.
That's right. I forgot about that feature. I can't wait till level 6. Level 6, I get to just breathe underwater.
God damn it. That's right, I forgot I can cut myself to heal people. I can be Soraka. It doesn't actually heal you for much, but...
Where do I know that from?
Huh? Soraka? League of Legends.
No, I must have been thinking about something else. I don't know, I don't play League.
Yeah, it's
Thought I
fine.
heard that name before.
Probably.
I'm hanging for this combat encounter.
Hmm?
I'm hanging for this combat encounter.
No, at least you're not a murder goblin. Murder hobo, I think it's the term.
Oh no, of course not. I'm not that disrespectful.
I'm not sure if I'm happy or disappointed I didn't throw a sacred flame at that drunken grump.
I don't know. If he had said anything else, I'd have picked him off the ground and probably thrown him on the ice.
Would have been entertaining.
I'd literally said to him in his own native tongue, "Talk shit, get here."
I just want to point out there is a wall between us. A door as well.
It's alright. Doesn't bother me.
I just gotta make sure I pay attention when streams more. Yeah. Playing Dota 2. I'm guessing both Mim and AJ ran off.
Yeah, they said they were gone.
Yeah.
I imagine that AJ's gone to get dinner, and Mim possibly has done the same thing.
Fair enough.
I'm back.
Oh, welcome
No,
back.
welcome back.
Speak
Thank you.
of the devil.
What?
Deviless?
What did I
I
do?
think devils can be females as well.
I know.
Did I do a bad?
No.
No, we were just literally talking about you.
Oh, okay.
Only bad things, of course.
Oh, thanks, guys.
You know, if Christmases had a plural that wasn't just Christmases, like, would you write it?
Okay.
Would you write it as Christmas Eye, Christmases, or Christmooses?
Mooses.
It's just like trying to figure out the bloody plural of mongoose.
Yeah, mongoose.
I still don't actually know if that's
Or is it
accurate.
mongooses? The plural of geese is geeses. Is it? Geese eye. I don't fucking know. The English language is fucked.
Goose.
Yeah.
Plural
Yeah, it is.
Goose
of
eye.
mongoose.
A group of vultures is called a wake of vultures.
A group of Gyarados is called a disaster.
That's what like gathering of my family is called too.
Okay, so
Hey.
apparently, both mongooses and mongoose are acceptable. Mongai is apparently not.
Understandable.
Sounds like an insult.
Calling someone a mongai
You fucking Mongai.
sounds like a Jamaican approaching someone.
Hey, Mong, what's going on, guy?
Can mongoose kill humans?
Probably.
Apparently, if they were infected with rabies and went mad, they could attack and most likely kill you.
Nice.
But they're generally not aggressive.
I'm back, but I'll be eating this entire thing. So if I'm quiet, that's what will happen. And
Okay.
Don't worry.
Not good enough.
oh, sorry.
I think this is not just been yes, mongoose, monkey. They can kill black mambas.
Yes. That's the whole thing in Pokemon, why Zangoose hates Seviper. And vice versa.
They can kill each other. I mean, they would probably avoid a fight generally, but I think I'm writing too many notes this time.
Nah, you can never have enough notes.
Kind of feels
you
more like
making
I'm
notes
writing
for
a.
me.
Kind of feels more like I'm writing a short story at this point.
Is that a bad thing?
Glad somebody is.
Don't know. I mean, I'm prepared if I need to remind people in 2 weeks, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, minimize that. Don't need that open. Don't need
Are
that
you
open.
sure about that?
I'm moving around like the combat tracker and all that.
Okay.
Okay, but the important question
Anyone here,
was
by the way?
that kid in the background dying?
Huh?
The kid that was just screaming aggressively in the background earlier.
Just my brother.
Was he dying?
No. He just squeals a lot.
So he's like, girl, got it.
Everyone here, by the way?
I
No.
think so. Zach?
Yeah.
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 With the breath of the next morning.
So let's get started. You all wake up, and you are refreshed. Your clothes are dry, and you're all ready to go. What's happening with you? What's happening with you guys? What are you guys doing?
Do we want to go give that half elf the book?
Did
I'm
Rune write
currently
anything
taking
down?
notes. I'm currently taking notes of what happened in it. Yeah.
See what she thinks. What they think.
I don't think we've got enough information about it, but if
can
you
at
guys
least-
reckon that's enough, that's cool
We
with
can at
me.
least explain the encounter that we received.
Yeah.
We could give a brief
then we-
drop off of what we have.
They seemed like they knew stuff about like animals slash
Mm.
monsters or whatever. So maybe if we give them this information, they will know. Oh,
Guess
it's
maybe
this
figure out
thing,
what it
and this
is.
is what we can do to
Oh,
avoid
can I
people
try to
getting
like
murdered.
sketch what it looked like? At least from the parts that we saw.
Roll me an intelligence check.
Intelligence, okay. Just flat intelligence?
Yep.
Yeah.
You don't really remember too much of the details. You didn't really see much of it, actually.
Could I possibly help with my own check?
You can try, yeah.
Wait,
I'm waiting for
just
that nat
intelligence?
Hmm?
No,
20.
Do you make
whatever
it
you
worse?
put down is wrong.
Yeah, does that cancel each other out so it's actually good now?
Not really, no.
We've narrowed down. It doesn't look like that, apparently.
Apparently, yeah.
Well, let's go find. What did you say the name was?
Tali.
I was asking the group, I guess. Yeah, let's go find them.
Okay.
If we see the grumpy one, someone else deal with it.
You
I grin.
all,
Okay.
you all get to the boat. You get to the docklands. You see that the dwarf Grinska's back. I was like, how many fish did you catch?
All of them
Where are they?
over there.
How am I supposed to pay you if you don't give me the fish?
That sounds like a you problem.
No, it's a you problem.
Not really.
No money for you then. And he just walks off.
Okay.
I
Dealt
did,
with.
Bryn just slinks a lot
yeah,
of you.
I did tell you to deal with it, I guess. Ardex is impressed at Zekel's articulative prowess. I guess
Simple
those are the
words.
words we
All those
use.
simple words.
Anyone see the elf?
Would they be around the docks again, maybe?
After a little bit, Tali eagerly walks up to you, and they ask, "Did you find out anything?"
Rune?
Well, we had an encounter with it, for sure. I've written the encounter down in your notes, if it helps you at all. Then we'll hand the book back to them.
Hand the book back. She's going to. They are going to make a check. This doesn't really let me know what it is, but it is information. It's the most conclusive information I've gotten so far. Sadly, I can only give you a few things for this information. It's not really what I was looking for.
It's fine. Rin will turn to the others and go, is there any more specific information that you can help with? I didn't really get much of a look of it as I was in the other boat. But...
AJ,
Mm-hmm.
when I seen the shadow of it, was I able to figure out how long it was in terms of meters?
Roll me an intelligence check.
Intelligence?
I mentioned that it did not attack me whilst I was in the water. It only attacked the boat.
After really thinking about it, you conclude that it's a plesiosaurus.
Oh, well.
Based on the length alone?
No, based on you thinking about what it's going to be, and then deciding how long it's going to be, you come to the conclusion that it's a plesiosaurus.
Have I ever seen a fucking plesiosaurus?
Dude, you read a book somewhere, obviously.
The Emerald
Yeah,
Enclave,
now-
clearly.
Well, in a place full of druids, you would have had some reading time to look into the creatures that would have lived in this area.
So I assume, that would be the combination of the length, what I know from the Emerald Enclave books, and the description we got that it could have scales.
Yeah. They start nodding their head eagerly once you determine what it is specifically. Stuff like this is fascinating and interesting. They start shuffling around and they pull out a scroll and a small pouch, and hand it to whoever's talking at the moment.
Probably Rune.
And then
Okay.
and they wander off, starting making mental notes as they start writing in the book. And as they're about to leave, they turn around and thank you, and they put their hand up and they just keep going as they're thinking about a whole bunch of things.
Should we stick around Prem in case, or...
Was there much we can really do? I don't think we're really in a position to fight it.
Yeah, we'll figure that out. What should they give us?
Yeah,
Well, Bryn will have a look at the stuff.
One looks like a spell scroll, and the other looks like 5 gold.
Yep,
Well, at least cover last night's fucking rent.
Rune will hand a gold to everyone.
I give it to Ardax, probably knowing she paid for it all because I didn't pay for it.
Jensen organized it, and I covered it.
got 2 gold, please.
Opening the spell scroll. What is the spell scroll?
So that's 31.
Roll me Arcana.
Oh, alrighty. This isn't gonna go well. Yep.
Am I able to compare it with notes from Asterix's spellbook?
Rune just blinks at it and goes, I don't do magic. And then just
Hey,
holds it up to
Jensen.
somebody else.
No, you can't, because the whole point of a spellbook is that they write in their own magical script.
I know.
So you'd be more lost.
Out of how it plays out, I pull out the book and I'm just like, I'm gonna just put this away.
Jensen will give it a read. Why is he not trained in Arcana? He just looks up, like, I don't know what this is. I know it's a spell scroll, I just don't know what the spell is.
Rune will look at Zyrok. What about you?
Sure, I'll have a look. That's a scroll.
Why?
Possibly
didn't-
magical.
Why didn't we ask Tali before they ran off?
Because
You know what, don't worry about
it.
You know that it's a spell scroll of animal friendship.
Hey.
Oh. It's that.
Oh, okay. Well, I can
Actually,
see that it's got some useful
Why
information.
we're here in Bremen, AJ? When we originally met the speaker, while they do meditate a lot, did they give off this sort of might know magic vibe?
Not really.
Okay, well, disregard that.
He gave off alcoholic vibe.
Yeah.
Can we use this scroll to get the thing that attacked us to be our pet?
Where are we gonna take it?
That's
Oh no,
true.
I think
How are we gonna bring it with us? It's stuck in the water.
Why are you arguing this?
she wants to use it on the dog to make
Yeah.
it love her instead.
I wouldn't steal boy from them.
Right,
Don't lie to us.
Shh.
If we're not going to stick around here, should we mark this lead off?
I mean, we can always come back
Yes.
around and check on it, see if anything's happened.
Inconclusive.
Do they have a store where we can buy a map, seeing as that's what we bitched about on the way here?
I
trusted you, mate.
General goods, right?
You know what, let's go check out the general goods. AJ, lead the way.
We
You
would love
spend
the
some
direction of a map.
You spend some time at the general store and you once again see this dwarf. You ask for a map. And
Wait, is it the grumpy fish dwarf?
No, it's not the
Oh,
dwarf.
Oh,
God.
thank God. I would have left.
This is the guy who's like, "Can I borrow your $1,000 thing?" And he's like, "Yeah, sure. If you have $1,000."
Oh, fuck.
Ah, he wasn't a fisherman.
Oh, he's a general. What? You went to the general store. You said you went. All right. Okay.
No, so we went
Yeah,
to a
no.
tavern.
Last
Yeah.
night when we were at the tavern, we spoke to him thinking he was a fisherman, but he's a clerk.
No, you didn't speak to him last night.
No, I was specific when I said we went to one of the taverns and looked for a group of people who might look like fishermen.
Yeah, and you talked to them, and then you immediately afterwards you were like, "Is there a store?" And I said, "There's a general store,"
Yeah,
and you
we
said,
didn't go there though.
and then you didn't ask the question.
Oh my fucking God.
No one's gonna lend you $1,000 equipment.
No, that's a fair point.
That's fair.
Anyway, so we're in the general store. We've never met this guy apparently.
You see this dwarf. He's sitting there, looking at you as
Pleasure to
mentor.
meet you.
Welcome.
Do you have maps?
We've got one or two.
Good place to start then. I'm gonna have a look around, guys.
Okay, you have a look around. You see, it's general store. Anything that's in the PHB, sans weapons and armor is gonna be there.
Yep, let me get up the
Are there
damn
any
list.
like little trinkets that just look pretty?
There's a couple of trinkets there, yeah.
Rune's gonna be looking at the trinkets.
Okay.
I'm just gonna stand next to the door, Just lean up against the door jam. Just wait.
What is this all of?
There is.
That's a lot of rolls.
There's a bloodstained dreamcatcher made from fishing line, gold wire, and a snowy owlbear feathers. There's a piece of sea glass shaped like a unicorn's horn, which I think one of you already has. And I rolled the same one twice, apparently.
Yeah,
So,
I think I'm looking at the
and a dark blue scarf that gets lighter in the shade and higher, lighter in shade the higher in the altitude of the wearer.
Hmm. Okay, good. I found a list that doesn't have a bloody antimatter rifle on it.
Or what?
D&D Beyond, if you're just looking at equipment, there's a antimatter rifle on there.
Interesting.
That's definitely a general store item, is it not, AJ?
Yeah, sure, this guy's an elephant.
Give it to the barbarian.
That scares me more than you think it does.
Hit him with it.
My rope is still in good enough usage. I just gotta untie the crowbar from it. Yeah, outside of a map, I don't think there's much we had to get, which I'm not even sure how much a map is.
How much are the little trinkets?
They're roughly maybe 5 silver each. Maybe the scarf is a gold.
Are there any sort of like crystal ones?
There's a piece of sea glass shaped like a unicorn's horn.
How much does that cost?
5 silver.
Rune will buy that.
Okay.
I can't find the damn thing now. I've got to actually go find where I put the bloody player's handbook.
As you ask how much the map is, he looks over and is like, 20 gold.
Is that actually the price in the book?
Not really, but it's a cartographer. Like, there's not many cartographers in Icewind Dale,
You make a very
Ring will
fair
grab it.
argument.
and maps are expensive.
Rune will buy it. I can afford it.
Could we haggle?
You can try.
Sure. Where is... Yeah. Does this work for persuasion checks? Yes, it does. And... Say, you wouldn't be willing to slightly lower the price of the map, would you? Persuasion.
Mm-hmm. Roll once more then.
Oh, did it not?
No.
Oh, no, I've got to manually click that, don't I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. 20 gold, and I'll throw in a map case. For free.
That's actually still a pretty good deal.
Rune will put 20 gold on the table.
Right.
I really want to ask if it's a leather-bound seal one, but I don't think I know what that means. So I will
Yeah,
not.
you get a map case.
Well, thank you for
and
covering
get
that, Rune.
Rune just smiles and goes, we need it.
So now you have that big map of thing in your actual inventory.
Hell yeah.
You get to carry a case around in your carry bag.
Avisa's case compared to her body.
Huh? It's just a long tube. It's not that long.
I go, I cough loud enough so everyone hears me, and I go, compass.
All right.
Oh,
You roll me an intelligence check, sir.
You guys talked about it last night. I'm
You-
just saying.
You
Yeah.
does
Yes,
that does that mean you know what a compass is?
I say, Pomcast.
One sec. What would I need to roll? Insight? To understand what he's trying to say?
Yes.
I don't know what he's trying to say. I
Can
just
I roll
obviously-
sorry I
insight,
brought
see
it
if I
up.
understand?
I'm sorry I brought it up.
Sorry, Ezekiel, what?
Nothing. Don't worry about it.
I think I can understand.
Yeah. He determined that he's talking about a compass.
Rune stares at him for a few seconds and then just her face brightens. She goes, oh, you mean the compass?
No.
I'm going to take it as a compass. And she's going to turn to the edge. Do you have compasses?
One.
How much?
How
100
much?
gold.
Oh.
I think we'll get by with the old style of telling the direction.
Oh,
now.
yeah.
Arun walks over to Ardex and whispers in her ear and goes, "Can you do the flattery thing where you make people like you?"
Is
Turn
charm
it on.
person noticeable, AJ?
I wasn't
Well,
talking about
try,
charm
yes.
person. You don't want to fail that.
1 second.
It's like they know if you
They
fail it.
they
And they
glaze
go
over
after.
slightly, and they'll know afterwards.
Yeah, I kind of figured they'd probably know. I can try and see if they're willing to lower it, but I think we can do fine, Rune. I when I was with that group before I met you, they taught me a few things of how to use sticks to. Basically, the sun rises in the east, goes down in the west.
Oh, alright.
I approached the shop clerk and I put down my dragon bone necklace and asked him, "Would you be willing to trade for it then?"
Roll me a charisma check.
I can't even find compasses on this fucking list.
Oh, it's not bad.
He looks at it. I could trade that with another 99 gold.
It's not worth it, Zekel.
I take my
Sweet.
necklace back.
He's saying the necklace is only worth 1 gold.
Yeah.
Which is bad, man.
Mm-hmm. Hey, I tried. I'm now
Yeah.
standing outside of the shop before I lose my temper.
Let's get going. We can head back to Targos and figure out where we're going from there. I mean, we have a letter to deliver at some point. Plus, we could pop by Bryn Shander on the way. We can make it a nice, relaxing trip.
Should we maybe drop by Dugan's Hold to drop off the supplies that we have acquired? It's sort of on the way.
Wouldn't be a bad detour. It means we can pop by Good Mead and see if there's any new stuff there
Good
going
meat.
on. That too. Just remember, when we're going through Good Mead, we can't really say where we're going to directly.
Yes.
We're going.
Oh, Zekel, are you aware of the conflicts going on between some of the towns? That's a stupid question.
Of
No.
course, he wouldn't. He doesn't really know the towns.
Were you not there when we had the interaction with my adoptive parents?
I was, but I don't speak Yeti.
No, I'm not aware of some conflict between these towns.
That's all right. Well, shall we be off then, everyone?
Yes.
Sure.
We'll go. We should be able to make it to Bryn Shander at least today, I imagine. And I believe I did say everyone could stop by and see Boy and Targos briefly.
Yeah.
Okay.
They might even let us stay there again.
Roll me a survival check, and then I'm gonna quickly get a new bottle of water because I just finished this one, and put my
Which
plate
of
away.
us?
Everyone.
Can
Everyone, okay.
Oh.
Man, I'm rolling real bad today.
I've had some bad rolls, but as soon as that beast came out of nowhere, my rolls were all right.
That's when it mattered. Ooh, Phantom of the Opera.
I think my one good roll was the medicine check earlier.
Yeah, that message chain that made me get my nat 20.
Hey.
Obviously.
Goddamn screaming children.
I just love when I kept on doing my con checks. It was just I just kept on slowly getting better. Like each time I'm just like, that's perfect. Like, the rolls, they know.
Tend to think I've got to be up in the morning.
You've...
Yeah, you know
Down
what's
to town
crazy?
again.
Everyone does.
Nah, man, I wake up in the afternoon.
No, I'm
Yeah,
gonna
that's the way to do it.
go town and have a look, see if I can find a road bike at a reasonable price.
What's
I
a
don't
reasonable price?
Below 500, 500 at most.
You say road bike.
I'll
As
give you
a-
a tricycle.
As a
300.
bike,
pedal
so
bike?
yeah, I don't drive, so I need a way to get around a bit easier. So I'm not having to ask for transport all the time.
If we sit on Zekel, does he count as a bike?
Yes.
We could get one of the dog sleds and he can just pull us.
I'm actually concerned he could.
Yep.
He probably could.
Hang on. No, I want proficiency in that one.
Right, so
Ugh.
sorry about that.
Just add an extra 2 to the +3.
Right.
What's happening?
We just need Jensen's survival check.
No, we'll just saying
We're
if
just meaning.
Zekel, if we got him to pull a sled, if how that would work out.
It wouldn't increase your speed.
Yeah, but then we wouldn't have to buy a bunch of dogs.
Anyway,
Okay. You spend a little time lost as 3 of your members are not really sure of where they're going. Zyruk directs them all once he realizes what the problem is. You all make it to Targos in about 3 hours.
We need to go this way. No, I'm pretty sure it's. Oh, for fuck's sake, people.
So
Look,
if we
I
left-
spent 4 years in Dugan's Hole. I don't really know this place.
if we left in the morning, I assume it'd be about midday.
Yep. Around 11-ish. 11.
So we would have enough time to make it to Bryn Shander tonight if we wanted.
To get to... Let me have a look at Targos, because that's where you need to go. So Targos to Bryn Shander is another 2 hours.
Yeah. So, in Targos, is anyone doing anything other than what we came back for Rune to do?
Nope.
I gotta see the place.
Rune spends 5 minutes talking to Keegan and
Keegan and Garrett, and then
Garrett,
playing with
and then
Boy.
playing with Boy, and then you continue on your way to Bryn Shander.
It's good to see Rune is making friends in other towns. Onwards,
Friends
Bryn
with the
Shander.
animal mostly.
Still. You enjoy company with the animal, and I enjoy a nice cup of tea with them.
Actually, roll me perception.
Oh,
Everyone who's
Perception?
not Mim.
okay.
Some bad rolls tonight.
Ardax, you hear the sound of sleds as you see a familiar trading group make their way into Targos.
Oh, no.
Oh.
I just like, hey, remember the main plot? Here it is again.
I guess I'll go say hello if they see us.
They don't see you. Just you turn as you hear sleigh bells. It's up to you if you want to go and greet them or not.
Should we go say hello?
Do it, say hello to them. How long's
To
it
who?
been since they were in Lonelywood now?
It's been 4 days.
Well, Bryn's taking care of what she needed. Hey, Rune, that's a familiar sound, isn't it?
What?
Let's go say hi and before we head off.
Ooh,
See if
say
they've
hi
seen
to-
anything in the last couple of days.
What?
I'm just going to start heading towards where it looks like they're stopping.
Rin won't follow. Confused.
You
Yeah,
see
I
as
don't know what you're talking about.
you see as Torga and her crew with Sefik start making their way to the middle of Targos's trading area and setting up their shop.
In the center.
In the
Sorry.
trade center, or
Just in
I
the middle of
assume
the middle of the shopping district area.
Yeah. I'm just going to close the map. It's not helping here, but... Well, it looks like... What's... Tolda?
Torga.
Toga.
Looks like Tolga's, I assume she's looking a little more healed up.
Yeah, she still has a bit of bandages, but she's looking fine. Yeah.
Anyway, I will approach and just sort of say, hey, how's things?
Is everybody coming with us, or is it just?
They don't have to follow. They can wait at the gate if they really want.
No, I followed. I don't know what you're talking about, but I followed.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess I walk up to the group. I imagine Tolga and fuck, I forgot his name.
Separate?
Sefik, yes. I imagine they're both there.
Cephic's there. Torga's just sitting there, setting up her store. Cephic just seems to be, like, laying against something.
Well, things seem well with you, Cephic.
Yeah, it's going well. Finally been able to move.
It looks like Tolga's healed up a bit, at least.
That's good. We'll be able to keep going soon.
Much happened in the last couple of days before you left Lonelywood?
Drank. Otherwise, nothing much.
Fair enough.
Ridder's going to duck behind the largest party member.
Okay, you grab behind Zekel.
You okay, Rune?
Rune's just gonna peek her head out, just be quiet, and then duck behind Jekyll again.
Say, Cephic, are you going to be in Targus long?
Probably the end of the day. And we'll head off probably to Bremen. Yeah.
Well, do be careful there. We had a run-in with a...
Angry dwarf.
I don't know how it's pronounced.
The Plesiosaurus?
Yes. Do be careful if you're going up there. We had a run-in with a Plesiosaurus.
What?
A
Big
eel...
fucking water thing.
Imagine a serpent, except it's a dinosaur-like thing.
That was in town?
It wasn't in town, thankfully.
Why am I worrying about it?
Just figured it might be something to look into if you're bored.
Okay.
But, yeah. Well, we'll be on our way. Best of luck with sales here. Tell Tolga we said hi.
Sure.
And Alex will leave.
Okay.
Probably should have asked about a compass, but oh well.
We'll follow suit. And once we get a decent distance away, I'll turn towards Rune and say, "Are you alright? What's the matter? What was that about?"
I don't want to see him.
To be fair, Zekel has technically met Cephic, but
Yeah, but
he
I don't get what the
wandered into him.
dynamic
He
just
doesn't know
then
that he
was.
helped us or anything.
yeah. So I guess why they talk, we're on our way to Brinchanda.
Okay, yeah. You spend a couple hours talking as you get to Brinchando. You're there around 1 o'clock, 12ish.
That was fast.
It's 2
It's
hours.
only 2 hours.
I don't
Time
think
warp, man.
I don't think we'd have enough time to make it to one of the others and still be daylight.
Good
Oh,
makes a
that's
fair bit
pushing
away.
it.
Yeah, I mean we could make it to the east way, I imagine, but Crossroads,
Brinchanda to... Good me to 6
Reckon it would-
hours.
We could. It'd be dark, but
okay. I mean, we could head you for good meat. I just can't remember there being a place to stay there.
I don't know. Apparently there was a temple in a place that wasn't, so anything really.
That was on the Magic Man in the Sky.
There is a temple there. There's a temple in Brinchanda that didn't exist for a couple days.
Oh, whoa, what's this? I've come across this temple. I don't remember this being
Wait,
here
you
before.
said the temple's in Brinchanda, yeah?
Yeah.
Would I be able to go there and see if they can understand the, I guess, language the Asterix wrote in?
You can try.
Sweet. I'm gonna head to the temple. I'll be briefly back. Unless she's the following. I'm going to the temple that's apparently here.
Are we staying or are we going?
If I'm quick about this, we could probably make it to Goodmead just as night falls.
Yes! I better go see the puppy.
I'm basically
I will-
remembering from the previous travel that we could make it just after nightfall, I believe.
Yeah.
I will wait outside of an inn for Ardax to return to tell us to keep going.
You spend 5 minutes going through town and you make your way to the House of the Morning Lord.
Oh no.
You see a retired human priest, as he seems to be working over. He seems to be running the shrine as normal.
Do they look super busy?
They're gonna be just keeping upkeep in the places, making sure that all the candles are lit, etc.
Excuse me, priest?
Yes, my child?
What's your knowledge on, I guess, arcane writing?
Not very much at all.
You don't think you could tell a language if I showed you something?
It depends if it's someone's own magical runes or if it's a generic spell rune, but
Well, it's a spell book I found, but I'm trying to figure out if it's something I can figure out or I'm gonna have to study for a long time.
are you a wizard?
I feel more magical as of late, weirdly enough.
Well, unless you're a wizard, it's gonna be virtually impossible.
It doesn't hurt to ask.
He, he's not cruel about it. He's just giving you the facts.
Yeah. I will briefly show them at least what the book looks like. And I guess they can confirm whether it's in Asterix's own personal writing or if it's a mix of whatever.
This is someone's writing, and this is someone else. This is a specific rune set used by a specific person.
Great, I'm gonna have to do some research.
Okay.
Maybe the Conclave will know.
Yeah.
I thank him for his time. I give a bow, of course, out of respect.
Yep.
Well, I have a group waiting, unfortunately. Good to know there's a temple here now, though.
It is always good to know there's a temple somewhere.
Yes. I will rejoin with the party after I assume what would be at most half hour.
Yeah, that's a half-hour total trip to get there, and you're all
just
ready
on
to
the
go.
floor playing in the snow near Zegal.
I'm gonna hold on to that spellbook protectively.
So it'd be about 1:30 now.
Yeah, we'd still have time. Well,
You'll probably get there 7:30 now.
is everyone ready and wanting to still go?
Night,
Yeah.
night.
Yep.
Might get cold before we reach it.
We'll be right. I'll be right. I don't know about you guys, but
I would be okay.
I'm actually
Yeah,
gonna
no
be a
problem.
bit rude and step out for half a second to see what's going on in the house. Not bad.
Okie dokie.
Well, yeah, looks like I'm gonna have to contact the Emerald Conclave at some point.
Is that the spellbook we got from the
That's Asterix's spellbook.
Who the hell's Asterix?
Actually, I don't think I showed Rune and the others about that.
No.
I think I just
don't know
sort of
what
took
you're
it.
talking about.
Hey, Ezekiel, can you read runes?
Yes.
One sec. Insight versus your, I think, persuasion?
Deception.
I don't know. I mean, how firmly do you believe that you can read it?
Here, I'll just make it real easy for us. How's that?
I
How's
love
that
it
sound?
when you want
Real easy.
intelligence.
Yes,
Yeah.
Ezekiel, I am 100% sure you can read runes.
Talking about her, right?
Can you read rune?
Rin's just looking at everybody confused.
Hang on. There's. Where is it? Like an open book.
So what is Rune thinking right now?
She's thinking that I can't possibly know what she's thinking.
Cool. Do you want to confirm this, Rune?
I'm more just confused about why I'm being mentioned.
Oh, no, sorry. Originally, Rune, I show her the spellbook. I was talking about this. That's why it popped by the temple.
Oh, I see. Why was I being
Oh,
talked about?
because it's written in a runic language, and I think there was a miscommunication between me and Zekel.
Oh.
And your name being Rune, just,
Sorry. I probably should have.
That's
She
alright.
just goes quiet towards the end of that and just kind of coughs.
Should have what? Changed your name?
About that.
I make sure not to hint at that, just to be clear.
Obviously, my parents had bad naming conventions.
It's okay, Rune. My name's a bit weird too. Rune would probably be the only one aware of my actual name.
Yeah. Rin just
One
kind
day,
of coughs and
would
goes back to looking at the ground.
See, it's moments like this where one of us needs like a deck of playing cards or something.
Yeah. I mean, I've got a harp.
Hmm.
I grab a torch and I just draw knots and crosses in the ground and ask if anyone wants to play.
Oh,
I'll
Rin
begin
will so
playing the
play with you.
flute.
Now do an
Alright.
intelligence to see if you actually know how to play. No.
Does Rune even know? Oh yeah, baby, I know how to play knots and crosses. Nice, easy.
You just keep winning. Like, because you know how it's either what the person who goes first wins or it's always a draw?
Yeah.
Yeah, nah, got no idea. Just keep putting them in the wrong spot and
You
keep
just
winning.
keep-
You
just
start
keep on
drawing
winning.
outside of it. It's like, no. You
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rin actively starts to try to like get Zekel to win, but he still loses.
Sorry about
Yeah.
that.
Welcome back.
They were
Uh,
having a
Okay, yeah.
conversation, and I didn't know if they was going to catch up on the mic or not, so I just wanted to make sure it was something important, but it wasn't.
Do you want catch up of our slight
Yeah,
convo?
go ahead.
We had a very back and forth conversation where Ezekiel got confused by me mentioning runes, thinking I was talking about rune, when in fact I was talking about the runic writing, in which case I had to show Rune the runic writing, and now I'm trying to figure out how I can contact the Emerald Enclave again. I need to find a pigeon.
And me and Runa playing knots and crosses and she is fucking gunning it.
Yes. We were waiting for everyone to be ready to leave, I guess.
That's
Yeah.
pretty good.
Actually, AJ, how would I contact the Emerald Enclave?
Messenger pigeon, you have to find someone.
I'll
I
look
don't know.
around when we get to Goodmead.
You will...
Or East Haven.
Yeah, so it's going to take you 6 hours to Goodmead, 7.5 to East Haven.
We'll go Goodmead tonight, I imagine that was our plan.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone will be survival again.
Okie dokie.
Of course, God. Oh yeah, solid 10.
Hey, I'm
Hills.
okay. This is nearer where I live. I know this place better.
Okay.
Cold resistance is great.
As you're walking, you'll spend a little bit extra time. Instead of the 7 hours, it takes the 8. Instead of the 6 hours, it takes 7. And you make your way to Goodmead once again.
Now, based on memory, there wasn't a place we could stay here, was there?
I'm double checking.
There was the brewery, I think.
The Goodmead has.
Was this that weird place?
Goodmead- Yeah, Goodmead does not have a. Yeah, Goodmead does not have a inn or
We-
tavern.
We stayed at the
Yeah,
barn,
we stayed in the did we
Brewery,
stay
I
in the
believe.
brewery?
You stayed in the brewery, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we could. When we reached the entrance, entrance to Goodmead, I looked around. I just remembered we stayed in the brewery here last night, but there's more of us this time.
I'm sure they could still maybe accommodate.
If
Oh,
not,
worst
we can
case
see if the
scenario, I
speaker's
don't
house
mind
is still empty.
Oh, Marine just kind of has like a slightly like horrified look on her face.
Hey, it's shelter.
That's a dead man's house.
We paid
Lots of
respects.
houses are dead people's houses.
It's thanks to the dead speaker's house that we found out about how to free someone. Kinda.
I know,
You know, let's not tell them about that.
but we just read a random book and we're like, hey, let's just try this.
We approached the brewery, I imagine,
Mm-hmm.
as like last time. I will knock.
You knock.
Are we answered by the same person as last time?
Yep, you see this lady.
Hey, pleasure to see you again.
Nice to see you too.
We were wondering, would it be possible for us to maybe take shelter for the night again? We kind of have the full group this time, though. That's the complication.
Roll me persuasion.
Can she get advantage from Rune giving puppy dog eyes next to her?
You can try. Sure.
Do you want me to roll again?
Just roll it once more.
Much better.
I'm sorry, sweetie, but we don't have room for 6 people.
Damn it.
That is all right. What's the speaker situation been like the last couple days?
There's still no one. There's 2 candidates, but that's all, really. That's all that's happened in the last couple of days. We have Shan IV, a Dwarven Logger, and Olivessa Untapor. She's descended from the Cholton founders of the town.
Well, do you think anyone would mind if we spent the night just for shelter there? If it's still abandoned?
I'd ask the guards, and that's all I can.
Yeah, I figured you'd know who we could ask, so thank you. Appreciate the help once more, though.
Yeah, she gives a
Hope you have a
smile.
good night.
You as well.
Rune will wave to the
We need to
lady.
go find the guards.
Would they still be out the front of the speaker's house?
They were there last time.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
guess we'll go check there. Did they do anything with the book I chucked at them?
What book was it again?
Remember I chucked them the ledger or whatever we found? Look for anything shady.
Oh, they haven't really been doing that. No.
Yeah, I didn't think they would. So, we approached the guards at the front door.
Mhm.
Hey, gentlemen.
No, these
And
look
gentlewoman?
different. No, yeah, there's a girl there. They're not the same guards you had before, but they are guards.
Do I remember
Good
the
evening.
guard's name from last time?
I don't think they
Did
gave
we
you
even
a
get
name.
his name?
See, this is going to come across as really odd. Actually, it probably won't be that odd for a group of travelers. We're just looking for a bit of shelter for just the night, and I remembered that the speaker was temporarily unoccupied due to having to look for a new one. Is there any chance you would let us just sit in the living room for the night?
Roll me persuasion again.
God damn it.
Can I pop you guys for advantage again?
No.
Damn it.
They look you over. Look at the lot of you. As long as you
I'll
clean
look at
up
him back.
after yourself, you should be fine.
We will, thank you.
And he opens the door. The woman lets you in.
If either of you have questions, just in case you change your mind, we'll be right there. We're not going to go anywhere until morning, so... Thank you.
They hand you the keys. Like, just give it to whoever's in shift in the morning. If you're leaving at all.
Thank you.
that was
Well,
easy.
once you're inside, I look to the group. Make yourselves comfortable in the living room, I guess, and it's shelter.
I find a nice piece of wall to lie up against.
Is there a fireplace in the living room?
Yeah. There's a fireplace in this big room.
As
Is
long as
there
we
like
clean
a
up-
table, like a coffee table or something nearby?
Not in this room.
Damn it.
I guess I'll get the fire going for the night as long as we clean up in the morning.
Okay. You set up a. You sped up. You set up a fire, and everyone else like positions themselves where they want to be ready.
Rune will like, are there any like chairs in here at all?
There's a couple of like couches, but there isn't many like chairs.
Rune will just lean up against a couch and pull out a little book and start sort of scribbling in it.
I guess for the first few hours of the night, or before we actually go off to sleep, I'm gonna just try and look at the runes, see if any of them seem familiar. I mean, while looking over those, I'll probably on the side begin writing a letter that I'll have to send to the conclave.
I pass out against the wall.
Roll me Arcana with disadvantage for the first check.
Yeah, it's mostly like I'll probably copy down a couple of runes so if they can figure it out. Disadvantage, you said?
Yep. You You don't know what that is at all. You just sketch it and you hope that it means something to someone else. But yeah, then you write up your letter.
Yeah, this is the beginning of my arcane journey, okay? Starting with nothing.
I'm sorry, you got a -4?
Yeah.
Wait, that's a -4. What is your
Disadvantage.
intelligence?
How do you have a lower intelligence than Zeke?
Yeah.
She's not supposed to have 3 intelligence. I don't know what happened there.
Wait, did something change?
Yeah, that's not right.
You had full
I think I know what
intelligence.
happened. No, when I mute my when I mute my keyboard, I have to press the minus button. It's possible it wasn't over the other chat and it was over one of those.
I've done that many times. When I mute myself, I actually
Yeah.
type in 7s in places.
You have 11 intelligence. There you go.
Yeah, thank you. I don't know what it was before. I assume you just checked.
I was going to say,
17.
how did we not know about your intelligence from this?
Yeah, I was gonna say, there is no way that makes
Do
sense.
you want me to re-roll that, or...?
We can just treat it as a 17. Again, you
Yeah.
still don't know what it is.
Oh, good. Yeah, sorry about that. That
It's
was...
fine.
That shouldn't have happened.
Better now than later.
Yeah, better now than a saving throw against Beholder.
Yeah.
I think we'd notice it at that point.
I hope so.
Yeah, so I guess I spend the night, well, first few hours before sleep, preparing my letter, and,
Yeah? Anyone else?
anyone got any stories?
Can I roll insight to see if Nicole's actually comfortable up against a wall?
Go for it.
Hell yeah.
Zekel is almost blending into the wall with how comfortable he is.
Damn.
You also know that he lived in a cave apparently before, so
Yeah.
like solid wall is probably better than that.
Yeah. Yeah, after scribbling in a book for a bit, she'll just curl up in front of the chair and go to sleep.
Okay.
What does Sana and Jensen do?
Sana just stays up and like guards you all. Jensen writes a little in a book, but otherwise just rests.
Okay, and Zarek?
I go to sleep.
Okay. Next morning, I guess.
Alright, yeah, you all wake up. You get up around 6, you go outside, you hand the guards the key.
Is there anywhere we can go to get food for the morning, or?
Yeah, the meadery acts as a sort of, like there's a restaurant part of it, so you can grab a breakfast meal and you can get a drink and stuff there, you just couldn't, there's not an inn.
Okay. Well, do we want to go there and grab breakfast and then head off?
It doesn't sound like a bad idea.
Alright, you go get some breakfast.
Usual 2 silver, I assume.
Yep, 2 silver per person.
Am I covering anyone?
No,
I can
I got
hold
that.
it,
I got me.
Unless you're gonna force breakfast upon me.
Do you want to eat?
Yeah.
Then sure.
I can pay for it myself.
No, it's okay. I paid for you.
Okay.
I mean, you're carrying stuff for our people, and I'm helping cover expenses when I can.
Okay.
Okay.
Everyone eats up and they're all ready to go.
I hope people are ready for where we're going.
Where are we going?
Dugan Soul.
Make your way to Dugan's Hall. It takes about 4 hours to get there, so I can have everyone roll a check.
Yep.
Cool.
Survival, correct? Oops.
Not a single one of them has been good. I'll start going the opposite way.
I trip.
Rune knows this place like the back of her hand. She's home.
I trip over because it's been so long.
Been away for so long, you didn't remember it.
No, wait, let me reword that. I get distracted by a lizard and trip over.
Oh, that lizard looking kind of fine.
That lizard is my friend, thank you.
Friend zoned. Oof.
By a lizard.
I guess we make it.
It's a map.
Ooh, are the pillars on that map?
No.
Oh. I wouldn't mind going to sit by them.
Oh, the big old poppers?
The pillar things that I normally sit at and talk to lizards.
Oh, there's the other there. But the pillar man.
Oh, those, yeah.
Oh,
Yay.
Shielded
Oh.
dragon
fish,
soul.
fish.
That is actually a really nice shield compared to the others so far.
As-
Yeah,
Yeah.
that
The
would
other's
be my
been pretty
favorite.
bland.
I like the fish.
As you enter, everyone who's not from here, you see it's like, even though there's like these many houses, it is dramatically smaller population. There isn't the rustle and bustle that there is of the other towns. The houses are not very, they're not well crafted, let's just say. They're all on the edge of
Fit the
breaking.
people.
Well, you know why we're here.
Those
Rin looks really happy to be back here.
the people that you see have a little bit of they have physical deformities, misshapen ears, pointed teeth, all that stuff. And once they see you guys, they all like seem to hide.
I look to the rest of the group, aside from Rune, who, well, Rune's
Rin's just
place.
taken off her head. She's happy to be home.
Yeah, don't mind the people of Duggan's Hole. They aren't very... They're not super trusting of outsiders. It took them a few years to get used to me.
Okay.
So, yeah, just don't be threatened by them and don't threaten them. We should probably go catch up to Rune. If not, I can show you to the place I stayed at. It's a bit run down, but I mean, it's a home.
You guys are running this operation.
I guess we'll go find Rune first.
Okay.
Where's Rune run to?
Rin's running to. Is there a speaker's house in Duggan's Hole?
Yeah, there is.
Yeah, Rin will be heading to that then. She'll be like also in the midst of pulling supplies out of her bag that
Okay.
they'd gotten for the place.
You walk up, you see two of the... One second, just want to see. Yeah, you see two of the 12 guards that you know. And
Sure,
then
they're familiar with us.
they nod at Rune as they step aside as you enter the speaker's house.
Rin like smiles at them and waves them and enters in.
You see Speaker Edgar Dumont. She's just a trapper. You know... Edgar. Dumont. Edgar Dumont. As you enter here, you see her she seems to be looking at some stuff as you went down. It's like, Rune, you're back.
Yes, we've returned though. I don't think we'll be here long. We have the supplies that we went to collect, and a few extras.
This is good. Thank you for your trouble.
She'll smile and go. I should turn to talk to Addax and go, oh, I forgot Addax.
I assume we'd be outside by this point as you figure it out. Yeah. We would just be arriving outside as you figure out we're not there. I bow to the guards. Rune went in already?
Aye.
Yeah, come on, we'll go in and say hi. I lead the others in.
Alright. You spend a couple of seconds like looking around, you see them coming up the stairs to the office where now you've got the rest of them there.
Ah, there you are, Addax. Where did you go?
You ran off. I had to explain to the others, saw the situation.
Oh, sorry. It just feels nice to be home.
Pleasure to see you again, Edgar.
Likewise, our ducks.
My lizard still safe?
Sure.
hides chicken bone in the background.
Look, I live with lizards, and occasionally Rune when Rune wants to show up there.
Hell yeah.
I'm honestly surprised you have an active lizard in the middle of this winter.
They're hard to find. Not many lizards like the cold.
No, none lizards like the cold. That's the problem.
Yeah, well, I found some that hibernate and might stay in the rafters of the house.
Okay.
So, yeah, I guess Rune's already filled you in.
Yeah, she's told me that you've gotten a bunch of resources for the town. And I
Yeah,
thanked her for
we're
it.
with a bit of a group at the moment, so not sure how long we'll be here. This is the Goliath is Zekel. Got Zyrok. We got Jensen and our other friend there, Sana.
Pleasure. Good evening. Oh, good morning. And, Jensen and Zyrok say.
Zarek just nods. Approvingly. Yep.
Don't worry, they mean no harm to anyone in Duggan's Hole.
Alright, as long as they don't do anything wrong, they're fine.
Yeah. Just trying to think of my history of this place. How smart is Edgar? Right, no, sorry. Actually, there is a request I have while we're here, Edgar.
Mm-hmm.
Would we happen to have any messenger pigeons available?
No, sadly.
Damn. That's alright. I have a message I need to deliver to the group from many years ago.
Good.
I'll have to keep an eye out for a pigeon, that's all. Thank you. Well, I guess I'll show our group around town. Rune should be fine to handle any other talks and stuff that needs to happen, right?
Yeah. We're just gonna go look for the kids.
Yeah. I guess I'll look to the rest of the group. You can go with Rune, you can come with me, it's your call.
What are we doing here?
We're dropping off supplies.
Okay, cool.
And I believe Rune's ran off to go play with the kids again. It's been a while since we went hit back, so
I'll go with Rune. Why not?
fair enough.
I reckon this will be an interesting interaction. I don't see that.
Oh, the kids even come out seeing a giant Goliath.
Yeah.
Zyrok, Jensen, Sana.
I don't want to terrify children, so I'll go with you.
Oh,
Yeah, she just goes. Yeah, and the other two go with you as well.
I guess I lead them to my rundown house that's slightly on the edge of town.
Yeah.
Just before they split, Bryn will look to Ardax and go, just remind them to be careful of the wolves.
I'm sure they can hold their own, but yes. I mean, we've dealt with the wolves.
Unfortunately.
Could actually handle it while we're here. It's not a bad idea.
Bryn looks a little sad at that.
I don't like getting rid of them either, but I mean, at least figuring out a better solution.
I'd prefer to leave them if we could.
I'm not suggesting we kill, I'm suggesting we find a solution, Rune.
What
Do you
solution
have a
could we
solution in the form of paper that we got given as a reward 2 days ago?
I'm just gonna
I'm
point-
only repeating information that has been given to us.
Anyway, I'll take them to my place. See you thereafter.
Alright.
Run right ahead.
Yeah, I imagine I wouldn't be too far from where I usually walk to anyway, but
As you guys are walking through town, you hear some you hear some talking as everyone's talking about the current situation. You all hear this information, like they're not. It's like this isn't exactly word for word. Like you both hear this at the same time, but the general prospects go over. As don't know how many, but the moves as big as horses. Says a local with small misshapen ears. They know words and they got a mighty good vocabulary. Says the other one.
God damn it.
By Through Storms, they caught Fair Sail and her lovely brother Finn the other day. This is the third, who seems to be more in passing resemblance to the other two.
I assume this is Rune and Zeegle.
This is everyone. Like you,
Ah.
like these are just different people you hear it from. A fourth, who looks like her sister, comes in. Dang, Winterwolf says they ain't giving them back till the town coughs up a king's ransom in food and gold. This town's barely got enough food on its own, and there ain't no gold. Ain't no
Lost
one allowed to
control
leave town. Damn wolves vowed to kill anyone who tries.
I figure it might be best to ask about this conversation when we've got Rune with us again.
You can always just call, find Rune, you know where she'll probably be.
Yeah, but I figured it'd be better to get the others sat down, get him a drink or something, and figure out what we're gonna do before we leave.
In our nice little shabby huts.
Look, it's big enough to hold us. So, I take note of the conversations, I guess, and they start formulating questions I can talk about with them later.
Yep.
Yeah.
You will, you lead them to your place, you show them around the area. The house seems to be more well constructed than all the other ones. Seems to be some effort has been put into make it a suitable place to be warm at night. Or if they can be.
The home's home. So. Are my lizards still in hibernation?
A couple of them are, yes. You know where the others are.
Yeah, I just look at the rafters. Oh, they're fine. So, would Syra, Jensen, would either of you like a drink?
Sure, why not? What do you have?
Probably mead laying around somewhere.
I'll take it.
I look through my cupboards for mead that's still good.
Yeah, you find some mead. Hand it off to these two. You've only been gone for like 2 weeks.
Yeah, I guess I'll sit down with them and start figuring out what we're gonna do. I guess you overheard a bit of the conversation on the way here. Well, other people discussing stuff.
Mm-hmm.
There's kind of been a wolf problem. The
Why
problem
doesn't
is
someone just go and kill them?
killing them won't exactly solve the problem.
Did you hear them? The science of horses.
We don't exactly, if you didn't notice, we don't exactly have the people here capable of fighting them off.
Well,
You're here. Can't you breathe fire? Just
I think it'd be a lot easier to try and reason with them if I'm to be blunt.
Yeah.
But, yeah, that's, problem facing this town, I suppose. I mean, we've got you guys here. We could try and come up with a solution as a party.
well, if we're all here and we can help him, we should try, shouldn't we? Jensen says.
Yeah, I mean, before we departed from Ruin, you probably overheard. Neither of us exactly want to kill them either. I have my reasons.
Why not? Why do you not want to?
Well,
What is the reasoning behind not doing?
look, if we've been together for what, a week?
4
I guess.
Yeah.
It probably doesn't hurt that you guys as party members know where I stand. I am a member of a enclave, and one of my ideals is essentially to preserve life in the best way I can. Often this involves killing humans more than it does animals, but that's kind of just the aggressive nature of some humans. And I don't go out of my way to hunt, so that's kind of why I didn't really want to have the final blow on that white moose we found.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's kind of where I stand. I try to preserve life in some ways. That's about as much as I'm willing to share with you at the moment, as still...
If someone wants to preserve life, you can be a real hothead around people then.
Some people just deserve it.
You're not wrong.
That sounds all well and good, but if they're extorting the people in your town, it's not preserving any life.
Also, can I just get... These are actual wolves, right? They're not other group of people called the wolves?
It's a little complicated. There are actual
There's-
wolves.
They are actual wolves. There are two big fuck off wolves that are extorting people.
It's just they might be semi-intelligent actual wolves.
Would it be a... Oh, wait. Do I know what a druid is? Probably not. Never mind.
I'm honestly at a loss. I mean, we could try and restrain them and get them to reason. But at the same time, the argument there comes in, can we get them to get along with the people here? As you've seen how welcoming they are of outsiders.
Hmm.
They kind of hid from the lot of you, though that could have just been Zekel in his height. I mean, Rune and Zekel should be back soon. They can give their input. Maybe they heard something that we didn't.
Hmm.
For the time being, just enjoy your drink, and I'm gonna look through some old ledgers I've collected and stored here to see where I might be able to find a messenger pigeon in one of the towns.
Okay.
I had a habit of collecting some whenever they came in, and no one wanted them.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm gonna get to looking why they can discuss amongst themselves. Probably won't find anything, but history, I guess. I know my books well.
Okay.
I assume East Haven will probably be the easiest place to find a messenger pigeon.
Yeah, somewhere over in Shando.
Yeah. Rune, what's going on your end?
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm
Rune,
looking for the kids.
roll perception.
Oh no. I'm not gonna find the kids.
Maybe they were eaten?
Maybe I do find the kids.
You hear some playful screaming as you make your way towards the north end of town.
Do you want me to go get my brother to screen?
No.
No, please no.
As you see two kids. You see about 3 kids playing with one another, and they all run up to you as soon as they see, and then they immediately run around when they see Zekel behind you.
Rin just kind of giggles and smiles at them and like points to Zeke and goes, "It's okay, he's fine. He's friendly."
Zekel, roll
I
me
sit down
charisma.
on the ground to be roughly their height.
You go from being how tall to how tall?
Roll me charisma. You're
I'm
not
gonna
very.
give these kids heart attacks.
You're not very friendly to them. Like you're just
Well,
innate.
don't you still have like a bunch of fur and stuff on you from the animals you killed? Very intimidating.
You probably look like the wolves.
Oh no, I swam in the lake. Be relatively clean.
Your innate. You're just your size and your innate like
My own forceful presence.
Yeah, it's a little too much for them.
Okay.
I will walk like, I don't know, 30, 60 feet behind, and I'll sit over there, I guess.
Okay.
I won't be
Just watch
involved.
Rin.
I wanted to hang out with the kids.
Will the kids like come back over to Rin after that?
Yeah, they do.
She'll kneel down and sort of chat to them, and she'll give them the unicorn's horn thing made out of the seagulls.
Mhm.
And
Yep.
she'll hand that to them. And just kind of chat with them and play with them for a bit before. Every now and then she will gesture to Zekel and try to reiterate that he's a nice person.
He just told.
He's just big and scary.
With a
Roll
roll like
me-
that, I don't think
roll me
it's gonna fucking
persuasion.
work.
Just so oh no.
Anytime a kid comes near you, just like growl.
By the end of it, one of them runs up, kicks Zekel's leg, and then runs back.
You say kick?
Yeah.
They're trying to be brave, like they're guardsmen fathers? I don't know.
No, I was thinking more like Finding Nemo, where they touch the butt.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
exactly
that's
like
what I was
that.
thinking of. When it comes back, Rune's just kind of gonna go see, he's not so bad.
It's a rock.
Wait, what? Did you say it's a rock?
He said, yeah.
I guess you can put him towards a rock. He's big and he's strong.
No,
He
he's
could
a
probably lift rocks.
he's a rock. When I kicked it, it was like kicking a rock.
He's
That
the
does not surprise me at all.
Did we start calling him
Oh
Dwayne?
wait, the kid came up and kicked me, did he?
Yeah.
He kicked
Yeah.
your leg.
Oh. Oh, that's hilarious. Yeah, no, I still don't do anything.
Grabs child,
just grab-
throws him.
I'll teach you to kick people and a booty.
Give him the full Nelson, then I'd dive off a tree.
Rock kicks the kid.
I'm gonna be honest, AJ. I'm surprised some of the people in this town haven't started sprouting wings.
Yeah, that. You don't go forward with what's going on there. You only go backward.
One day this town will probably just die.
Eventually, probably.
So what are you doing, him?
She'll try to convince them to go over there and try to talk to Zekel. And she'll show them he's okay by going over there and sort of like patting Zekel's head.
So you can roll me a charisma check.
Is he still taller than you even when sitting?
Oh, no.
That's like your third or fourth one tonight.
That's my fourth one for the night.
Yeah. Can I try to? Can he
All
have like
4 ones
advantage
have been
since I'm
zeros.
sitting here and showing that he's like friendly and okay and like I'm smiling at the kids?
Why would he get advantage for that?
I mean, the kids trust Rune.
Yeah, but it's just
I
his...
also have a 10-foot weapon on my back, which is probably 4 to 5 times the size of these kids.
It's his innate charisma. His just general attitude is being judged. You can't improve that.
That's a good point. She's just still gonna like sort of crouch down and just kind of put her hand out to see if any of them will come over.
You roll persuasion.
I roll persuasion, okay.
Yep.
Where is persuasion? I'm blind. Hey, that's not bad.
They slowly move their way towards you, so they're all sitting. They're definitely like not anywhere near Zekel, but they're near you, near Zekel.
Yeah, kind of like hiding behind me almost.
Is there lots of snow around us?
Yeah.
I lie down and I cover myself with snow.
Okay.
Rune's just kind of looking at Zeeko a little confused. She just looks at the kids to see their reactions.
Your friend is stupid.
That is not inaccurate.
It's not, Rune just kind of goes, well, sort of.
Wow, Rune, that's very rude. You should be defending your friends.
But he's very strong, which makes up for it. And he is nice.
Could talk about his family.
I don't think I need to talk about yetis that eat people to the kids.
Which means canonically I have eaten people, just saying.
Yeah,
Put two and two
exactly.
Together.
Yeah.
What else are you doing?
Yeah. After eventually, Rune will say goodbye to them, tell them to, make sure to share the sea glass around with the other kids and stuff, and then head over to Idax's.
Okay.
I will rise out of the snow and behind Rune, I will glare at all the kids.
Wrong intimidation.
Oh, no.
Because fuck them.
20. That 20. Oh.
I think they
much difference.
Do they intimidate you?
One of the kids shit their pants. Good job.
So they just they look at you like, what the fuck are you, and then just go away.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. This is my life.
As they're walking, Rune will say, I'm surprised they even actually approached you, to be honest.
He kicked me.
They're kind of scared of you. You are. She turns around, just sort of gestures like all over him, and just goes, "You're very large. They're very small. You are slightly terrifying."
You also called me stupid. You were right next to me when you said that. If I wasn't under the snow, it would have been to my face.
Well, I was hoping perhaps the kids would maybe find it funny, to be honest.
Just stop talking.
Oh.
Don't
You
talk
got
to me,
twice
I
Zekel's age, by the way. Just saying.
Oh wait, how old is Eagle?
18. We've been over this.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh,
You,
man.
I'm 1 year off being twice your age.
Wait, twice his age.
If I did the math correct. 36 is 2 times 18,
Correct.
isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Rune is
I'm-
not in her 30s. She's in her early 20s.
Ardex is 35.
Still older than I am.
Yeah.
And you're a bully.
So I
Yep.
take it they arrive and we can hear them coming through the door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Welcome back, you two. I'm just refilling my lizard's little. It's a device that sort of feeds them once a week when they need to eat.
Rune is just looking very awkward, and she just sits down in a corner and starts writing in a book. Rune is not good with social interactions.
Did you want a drink, Zekel?
No, I'm good, thank you.
All right, well, take a seat anywhere. We were just waiting for you to get back to discuss some things.
I stand.
Fair enough. So, Zyrok, do you want to catch Zekel up briefly while I finish refilling the lizard's food?
Town's getting extorted by giant wolf creatures that can talk.
Yeah.
They don't want to kill them. They're stupid.
that was a
They should
fun way to
totally
put
kill
it.
them.
Yeah.
Says Jensen.
Sounds like kind of a dick move.
The
Let me
killing them
remind you,
or
they
them
are
extorting
sentient.
But even if it was a person, you'd probably still go and take him out anyway.
First, you try to reason with them.
Has nobody tried that before? How long has this plagued your town?
Unfortunately, the people here probably can't reason with them too easily. Remember, they didn't exactly like seeing you enter.
And Rune
Yeah, I
just kind
know,
of
and I
like,
just look at Rune.
Rune just kind of diddles with her fingers, looking at the floor, and just goes, "It looks like we're the best of people, let alone like."
Okay, one sec. Skills. Can you roll a performance?
Who?
Either of you.
All right, hell yeah, man.
Sure.
Yeah. None of us can roll well, but I'm gonna just go from Rune's facial expressions that there's a tiny bit of tension, something happened. I'm just not gonna.
You can tell Rune knows, realize she's done something bad again, and you know that because she's not good with social experiences. She's
Rune,
trying to
we'll,
totally figure out what she did.
Rune, Zekel, we do need you both on your A games right now.
Right.
Look,
sorry.
I want to deal with the wolves, but I also understand they are semi-intelligent, from what I heard.
So what's
Things
the
have apparently
risk,
evolved
though?
while we're gone.
Are we doing something about it now or later?
That's what I'm asking. Do we want to deal with it while we're here? Or do we want to come back when we're more prepared?
I mean,
I reckon we go now.
has anyone interacted with them and lived?
Do I know if anyone has AJ?
Yeah, after you know that they've lived, if someone's given them the food and the
Yeah,
money that
it'd
they've
be
asked
safe
for.
to assume, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, people have survived, though they had to give up stuff. So they are capable of proper thought.
Yeah. I mean, you don't want to kill them, so you might as well go now and talk, and then worst comes to worst, if you don't want to kill them, we can just knock them out and fucking, I don't know, move them somewhere else.
Mhm.
Maybe they can deal with the plesiosaur.
Yeah, throw them in the water. Sink or swim.
Well then, I guess sharpen your blades and whatnot, and just in case. Look, if it turns out that they are actually not wolves and sentient humans, that for whatever reason changed shape, like some other people I know, then we'll find another way to deal with this. A way that some of you might be happy with.
Rune will just quietly nod her head in the background. She looks kind of sad.
In the meantime, I'm going to head into town, grab some info. I'm going to take Rune with me. Do not touch my lizards. Looking at you, Zekel.
Okay.
I noticed that you ate humans and that. I did pick up on that. Or at least it's a fair assumption if you were living and raised by Yetis.
Just roll my eyes.
I just don't want you eating my friends.
Humans taste way better than lizards.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's fair. Anyway, treat yourself to the meat cupboard. It's over there. I will be able to get another shipment in next time I'm here if you drink it all. Rune, let's go.
Yeah, Rune will nod her head and quickly get up.
Okay.
I'm going to go with Rune and head back to the speaker.
Mm-hmm.
As I want to ask Edgar if there's been any new revelations on the wolf situation.
Okay. She basically informs you that there's been a kidnapping of some people, and she's just like,
Oh, so they've kidnapped some people now.
the teenagers are dead. There's no point in following through with their demands. We have to survive the winter. We barely have enough food as it is.
But do you know where they are?
No?
Then that's kind of what we need to figure out first, where we can find them.
Just leave town. That's when they meet everyone.
Yeah, though we didn't see him coming in either, so... Has there been a common time that's the same? I mean, yeah. I assume it would usually be after dusk.
Not really. Doesn't matter when. They'll meet you. From what I've heard.
Right, well, we'll grab our group and we'll see if we can do something about it. As you know, I would like to do this peacefully if possible, but in the event that we can't, I assume you'll want us to bring back any resources they may have.
You should kill them anyway. They've killed part of our town, but if you're not going to kill them, then don't bother.
Yes, if they're human, I won't have a problem with it.
Right.
Anyway, I just bow to Edgar, understanding how the situation is there and how the speaker feels, obviously.
Okay.
Once we're back outside, Brune, what do you think?
I mean, there's no harm attempting to talk to them first.
You're aware we're going to have to deal with them regardless.
Rune kind of sighs and she just nods her head a little.
These people have looked after both of us, have they not?
I'm aware. I've lived here for a long time.
It's probably the least we can do to at least make their lives easier. And best case scenario, we find info on them that might lead us to where they stash a lot of stuff.
She'll nod her head.
Okay.
Right. I guess on our way walking back, so, what happened?
What?
You and Zekel?
We see the kids called him dumb. I didn't really know what to do or how to respond. You know how I am with people. I kind of agreed with them.
Zekel, I'm sure we'll forgive you, but, I mean, trust in the party is still something we're working on amongst all of us.
And just kind of quietly nods her head, looking sad, like playing with her fingers again.
I mean, I'm slowly coming to trust, Zyrek and Jensen. They've, actually been quite friendly, despite what we had to do to Zyrek.
Rin just awkwardly laughs and nods her head and goes, I am fun to the group.
You can't deny it was a tiny bit fun.
Don't worry, I'm plotting my revenge.
You're gonna get one of us possessed, then beat us up.
I was gonna say, what fucking revenge?
Oh, I've got my plans, don't you worry.
But we fucking saved you, goddammit. Anyway, so we make it back. I enter the house. I assume no one touched the lizards. They just kept hibernating or eating or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Is any of my meat left, or they drink it all?
Oh,
I
good.
didn't touch any of it.
I had
Yeah.
1 cup.
Could have got more.
I only had one.
Sorry, I'll be back in 1 second.
Right, so, in some good news, which I'm sure some of you'll be happy to hear, Edgar, put it bluntly, easiest way for him to find us is they usually get people when they're leaving town.
Mhm.
Edgar has no problem if they die.
Cool.
I do want to suggest, however, while yes, we can probably deal with them that way in the end, it might be worth trying to figure out where their stash will be. If you get what I mean.
Yep.
We could perhaps recover a lot more that way, and it'd be a much bigger help to Duggan's Hole here.
Do you still want to do this?
Diplomatically?
Yeah, that one.
At the very least, we can pretend to be civil at the start. If they attack us outright, then you do you.
You want a code word if you're negotiating with them and you don't believe that it's going to go the way you want, so we can at least get the jump on them.
Look, if they die, they die. I won't. I trust your judgments in this case.
Okay.
However, yeah. By the way, Zekel,
Mm.
I apologize if Rune made you feel a bit upset.
Oh no, I was just being an asshole.
We
I know I'm not quite all put together, to say the least, evidenced by how you guys found me.
As I've explained it, we are officially, I guess at this point, a proper party. We should come up with a name in the future. But that does mean we have to trust one another. Eventually. I'm slowly coming to trust Jensen and Zyrup without problem.
Throughout this whole entire time, you guys have led the charge and I've followed behind. I've had no issues with any of the decisions you have made, and I don't regret anything.
Good, because this wolf situation might be more difficult than we're ready for. Depending on what the man in the sky has decided.
You gotta tell me more about this Sky Man you keep speaking of.
He keeps talking, I swear I keep hearing it. I think I'm going a bit crazy.
The Sky Man will talk when he fucking wants to.
Sorry, I'm back.
Welcome back.
What's going on?
Anyway,
What did I miss?
if
We're
everyone,
gonna go murder wolves.
if
Oh.
everyone in the
So-
party's ready, we'll see if we can find them.
Alright.
I also admitted that I was just being an asshole and I wasn't actually offended.
Oh. Rune will still feel bad, but she will feel slightly less bad.
Zekel, Rune, when all this is over, I'm going to trust you two to come up with a name for this party.
That's a very bad choice in me.
I've made worse choices.
I have the face of like midlife crisis.
Rune
That
is almost
instills a lot of
mirroring this
confidence.
face.
No, that is the thinking face.
Anyway,
So you guys going?
well, it's what, midday?
Yeah.
I guess we'll head for the entrance to town, and
We can just keep going back and forth, leaving, coming back until something happens.
we're heading to the entrance to town to have a look around, see if there's any tracks or any trace of them first, I guess. Or if they just approach us.
Alright, roll
Yeah.
perception.
So a quick
Uh,
save before
could
we
I roll
leave so we can just
history?
keep.
To see if I know a place where I'd see them a lot, because Rune liked to watch the wolves when she could.
So Rune is aware. Rune is at least aware they look like wolves.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you can roll with advantage.
Okay,
Oh, sweet.
perception it is.
Oof. Wow, I rolled a 2 and a 7.
Oh, you could guide us in the right direction.
I could have a vague idea.
Yep, that's a wolf. Mm-hmm.
It's a fox. That's a wolf, guys.
I- guess Ardax knows what Ardax is looking for.
As you're looking around, you see one of these wolves, larger than you've ever seen, is limping his way towards
Is
you.
it like direwolf size?
Bigger.
White wolf?
Does
He's limping?
Yep.
Seeing the dog limp, without anybody saying anything, Rune's just immediately gonna start heading towards it with like a worried look on her face.
Okay.
I guess I can't stop her immediately.
Okay.
It's just a bigger puppy, okay?
Rune?
Rune is too fixated on the puppy.
Sana, if that wolf dare attacks, you know what to do.
Yes.
Wolf dust, wolf dust, wolf dust.
I guess I will follow after Rune as well.
Are you alright? What happened?
My master, Frost Giant Gargarite, has been kicking me and my brother.
Oh
Is that
god.
why they attack the town?
Will the wolf actually let me approach it, nothing touch it?
Yeah,
Can I do a medicine check to check his wounds?
go for it.
I'll probably just be making sure the rest of the
Oh
party
my
doesn't
god.
attack right away.
Yeah.
Back to
see
the
any
bad
wounds?
rolls.
Yeah, you can't tell where the wounds are.
Can I go up and help?
Yeah.
I've got it.
bleeding is internal, which is where it's supposed to be.
Oh, a little bit better.
Yeah, you also can't see where the wounds are.
Can I do a nature check for the nature of the wounds?
No?
Yeah, I'll how is the wolf still bleeding?
There's no blood.
There's no blood. Okay, so it's just
It could be a broken bone or something, is what you're saying.
I'll use lay on hands and I'll pump him full of a solid 5. See how he feels after that.
Okay. That's a little better.
Jesus.
Can I use a key point and Hands of Healing?
Sure.
Well, people
Okay.
weren't joking. You guys can talk.
Of course.
Rune will just gently place her hand on top of its head and just...
Okay.
So, does that mean that you wolves are actual wolves, or are you polymorphed?
We're wolves. We've been asked by Gargarai to harass your town.
And where's your brethren?
My brother?
I say this looking around on guard, obviously.
I'll call him. And he gets into a sitting position and howls up in the sky. A few minutes later, you see a similar sized wolf approach. You see.
Do we have an image of them?
We get to see the pupperinos.
Are these bigger than the crag cats?
Yeah.
Jesus.
There's some pretty
Oh,
wolves.
they'd be
That
some
is cool.
fucking huge motherfuckers.
I'm
Is that a
sucker for
human?
wolves.
Looks
that
like
someone-
a gnome.
Or is that someone from Duggan's Hole?
It's an adventurer.
Okay, let's assume average height, so, just under
Like
6 feet.
5'8", 5'7".
I was gonna say, Jeremy, it's winter. Like, from Dimitri's game.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny as fuck.
Yeah.
Okay, well, at least we've got sight on both of you now.
Is his brother hurt too, the same as him, or is he looking okay?
No, he's looking fine.
Okay.
Look, I'm going to put this bluntly for both of you. You are well aware that the townsfolk probably want you dead, yes?
Obviously, why would we want them alive? Like, why would they want us alive?
Well, if you can give me a reason, that would help. I want to resolve this as peacefully as possible.
Well, we can lead you to the people we've kidnapped, and we can try and sneak them out with the masters out.
Just a
Would
quick
be
question.
unbelievably appreciative.
What is your master?
A frost giant.
An actual frost giant.
Yes.
History. Do I know how dangerous these are? Are they more dangerous than a Yeti? Do I know that much?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Well, yeah, I can see why that's a problem.
Indeed.
Do you happen to know why he has something against the people here?
He has a grudge against this town for something. For some reason he's never told us.
And yet you follow him almost blindly, or is it out of fear?
He hurts us if we don't. Did you not see my brother?
I've seen. My question is, why haven't you tried to leave? There are plenty of people who would take in, intelligent beings.
Just a casual creeping smile on Rune's face.
Not Rune, but there is, for example, I know a group of tour guides who would definitely welcome people who could travel a lot safer and smarter.
To the giant we are his property, and he does not care for his property running away or being taken in by others.
I'm just simply implying there
If
would
we
be better
got rid
fate.
of him, would you stop harassing the town?
Yes.
Better yet,
Would
if we
you
got rid of
help?
him,
Let's
You
get
love
rid
us
of
get
him.
We can assist, yes.
tell you what, if we can get rid of him, we may actually be able to come to an agreement, and best case scenario, give a couple of years, you might actually be able to be on good terms with the people here again.
Or we can get 2 new cool pets that we can use to pull sleds.
Rune
I
wants the
just
puppy.
glanced back at Zyrok. We'll have to figure the terms out later.
Okay.
Fine. We will at least agree to come check this out. If you attack us, though, we can't promise that you will live.
That's fine.
We have a couple of us here are actually from this place, so it's kind of personal to us as well.
They start walking towards the north. Do you guys follow?
Yeah.
Yep.
Will
Yep.
the injured one let Rune pet it while they walk?
No, they're walking ahead of you.
We would
Damn
be
it.
staying behind, and I would be making sure you understand that.
Rune just keeps going to move forward towards them, and Artist just like, nope, pulls back.
Rune, listen, we have to be quiet on this one. If we can
Maybe
get
we
them
have to
out
get a
alive,
lead for Rune.
look, Rune. If we can get them out alive, I may be able to talk Edgar, and maybe they can live in my home for when we return.
That would be nice.
It'd be warmer for them.
As you walk across the tundra, you walk calmly. There doesn't seem to be any adverse weather effects. You do see a pack of 7 wolves walk past.
Normal wolves?
Normal wolves.
Oh,
I assume they don't come off as aggressive when we're being led by these ones.
You notice that these 2 are scaring them off with their howls, and they're much
Yeah.
larger size.
Yeah.
I mean, we just got 7 more pets scared off.
And
Okay, but would you
as
prefer 7 small ones or 2 giant ones?
Both.
I want the giant ones.
Where do we end up, AJ? I'm not gonna lie, I didn't expect the session to begin this way. This is where we find out they're like level 70. They just break the laws.
they lead you to a blockade of ice. This large igloo-like house. Let me see if I've got an image of that. Thought I did. Huh. Nope. It's a large igloo with 3 open faces at the front. I'll set it up for next week when we're there. as the two wolves lead you to this entrance, is like, he usually hunts at this time. We should go quickly and get these people out.
I look at the
Not
rest of the
ahead.
group. Do we want to do this now or hide and wait?
Well, we should try to get the people out first so we know they're safe.
Yeah.
Just be ready for a fight if it comes to it.
Well, at least
I-
setting them off, and then we can have the element of surprise.
I genuinely don't think we can fight a frost giant, even with Ezekiel's strength.
Well, if he's going to come back, he's going to be pissed that his things aren't here. He's probably going to go down to the town himself, and there'll be no town left.
At least in the town we'd have backup. That's fair.
So you guys' call. You'll join.
Rune, I'm trusting you to decide on this one.
You're trusting me.
Should I not?
Big decision.
I look to Jensen. I look to Zyrok. I look back at Ezekiel. I look at the wolves. I wait for something to happen. I look at Sana.
We should.
I look at the star constellation of Auril. Look, the sooner we get this done, the more backup we can have. As simple as that, right?
Well, with the wolves with us, there are 8 of us against the frost giant.
That's
One of
fair.
them is pretty badly hurt though.
But if it's only one frost giant, we may be able to might be able to outrun it.
Wherever he is, he's in the north. He's gonna be in the center path. That's where he's put the cage.
All right, let's just be quick.
And before we end, Carl, I think we'll end session a little bit early because it's hot in my room and I am dying.
Understand? We'll have a nice day.
Do that.
Yeah, so we'll be back with this in 2 weeks, as the group is about to enter this frost giant's cave, igloo, and see what's going on with the town of Dugan's Hole. Thanks for joining us for the first stream of the year. It's been a lot of fun. I hope everyone had some good times. Next week we'll be going on with part 8 of my Vira Nuzlocke. We've got a Thursday game, which I'm still thinking of, like between 3 options, but there will definitely be a Thursday session of just whatever game I want to play. And Friday we'll have a Doggo one-shot, testing a race of dog humans that me and my friend made, humanoid doggos, so we'll see how that's going to go. And then 2 weeks after that we'll start our new long-form campaign of Echoes of the Forgotten, so join us for that as well. Check out Zazera if she's streaming. Usually she's cool with that, I
I'm
guess.
streaming, yeah.
She's streaming. Have fun with that. We will, I'll catch you guys in 2 weeks or on Wednesday. I'll see you guys then. Bye-bye.
Bye.